Welcome to ESL TV for the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge of Chengdu. Let's give you a rundown of what we've seen so far throughout this tournament. Some interesting group games, Matt. Lots of interesting group games. WNV taking Mouse Sports out and putting them into second position. K23 and We Made Fox playing a draw, and then K23 going out on round difference. Fnatic lost to Tyloo in the group stages, and of course MIBR went out as Titans managed to beat Team EG from the US. Yeah. And then of course we moved over into the quarterfinals, Matt.
Yeah, we did indeed, and well, it's been very exciting so far. Fnatic almost losing out to, well, in fact, they didn't almost lose out. They had two washout games against Titans where they were completely on fire, but Titans did win the opening map against them. So Fnatic advancing. We Made Fox also advancing, so we will be watching them very, very shortly. And the games we've just witnessed, Tyloo managing to beat Mouse Sports, and, well, SK also advancing. And in the group stages, SC United, they had a heartbreaking knockout of the tournament, and as you said, yeah, K22 made in Brazil, not quite making it. So that's the latest hot off the press, up to date information we can give you.
And also Grub is out in Warcraft 3, so I'm told. I've been, kind of breathing Counter-Strike for the last 5, 6, I don't even know how many hours. Maybe not even that many, maybe just 3.
I shed a tear for this Muslim. I was very, very unhappy that he didn't manage to make it.
I thought hope.
The UK hope. For so long we've wanted a UK player to, up there on the international scene, and Muslim has so much potential. He has some great games, almost playing as well as Todd, sometimes. I thought he was going to beat Focus, but his tower rushes didn't really work out, and a 2-1...
Maybe you should do Warcraft 3, man. You sound very knowledgeable.
A 2-1 to Ted. Had he managed to win 2-0, he would have forced a three-way tie, and we might have actually seen him qualify.
Well, it's been a great day so far here. Don't forget, we still have lots to come. The first semi-final of Counter-Strike. Not sure exactly which game we'll be doing yet. Of course, the ties are We Made Fox versus Fnatic in the kind of lower side, and then SK Gaming versus Tyloo in the upper. So it's 2 Swedish teams, a Chinese team, and a Korean team. So, things pretty even across the board here. So some great games coming your way. Of course, we'll be moving on to Warcraft 3 a little bit later as well. But when we come back, we'll be moving into those Counter-Strike semi-finals. Thanks a lot, guys. So that is, of course, Warcraft 3. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about Counter-Strike. Matt, we've got coming up Tyloo versus SK Gaming. And, of course, in the other side, We Made Fox versus Fnatic. Who are your favourites to go through from these two games?
Well, Fnatic, I think, against We Made Fox. I'd have to say, SK Tyloo... I'd have to go with SK. I think SK and Fnatic are the favourites, but I would love to see Tyloo make it through to the finals, especially on home soil. And, We Made Fox, they're a solid team, but they came second at Game Goon. They've got a long history, and we know that they put those practice hours in. Yeah. We know they put in, apparently in certain statements they've said 8 hours a day or something, or possibly even more than that at the We Made Fox offices. Of course, they've had a long history. At least Solo, Termi, and Bale, they've been the sort of the core of We Made Fox. There's been various roster changes outside of that. Second place at ESWC 2008 against Meet Your Makers in a nail biter. They've proved time and time again they can compete on the international scene.
Yeah, they definitely have. The problem with We Made Fox is they seem to be a little inconsistent. You'll see them, for instance, today beating WNV. Yesterday, had a ropey game against K23, lost against SK. There's so many things I think that can go wrong for We Made Fox, and when they're like on top of their game, when they're looking really good, they are really, really good, and they're the kind of team that you can probably expect to win some events here and there. But the problem is that going up against Fnatic, who, let's be honest, haven't had the greatest of tournaments so far. Second in the group stage, losing out to Tyloo. They beat Titans 2-1, although 2-1 kind of tells the wrong story because the final 2 maps were really kind of blowout maps. The first one was fairly close, and Titans won that one on Nuke. I believe it was 16-13 or 16-12. And, so that's not technically a great run for Fnatic here. And I think We Made Fox is, the first important game for them where they realistically have a chance of losing. I think against Titans, they were always going to be the favourites, whether they're having their worst tournament in the world. They're Fnatic at the end of the day. The Season 3 champions. But I think anyone's got to go for an SK versus Fnatic final, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
that would be incredible. And I've got to say, I mean, if Forrest continues with the momentum he had in those last 2 games against Titans, then We Made Fox have no chance. When he's in the zone and he has that kind of composure, I mean, it's going to be real tough for We Made Fox, especially considering that, as you said, they lost against SK earlier on. They lost against EG at Game Goon, who also lost against SK today. I think it's going to be an SK Fnatic final, Joe, and I'm going to be delighted if it is.
Well, let's have a look actually at the brackets. We can see exactly what's gone on here. I can see at the top we have Tyloo, who came up against Mouse in their first game, which we saw a little bit earlier actually here on stream. Then EG against SK, which first map actually went into overtime on Train. And the second map was a bit more one-sided, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember yesterday we were chatting about who was going to win this event, and I think I mentioned SK, and you told me WNV on real form. A lot of people weren't expecting SK to reach the finals with their roster changes. And Tyloo, I mean, there's been surprises. There's been a lot of interesting stories so far in this tournament.
Yeah, there certainly has. It's not been, your usual boring story where all the best teams come through, and I say usual boring story. There's always, those upsets, but usually you can pretty much say that this team's going to go through first here. And this event, everything's been turned on its head. I mean, you look, Tyloo finished top of their group with Fnatic in second. Titans finished above EG and MIBR. We Made Fox was second behind SK in their group. WNV were above Mouse Sports in there. So everything was a little bit mixed up, and that's given us these really great brackets that I think work out really nicely because, you've got an Asian team on either side in the form of Tyloo and We Made Fox, and then you've got SK and Fnatic, the 2 Swedish sides. And I think whatever we end up with in the final, I think it's going to be a great game and a great way to end this tournament anyway.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And Fnatic, interestingly, they've actually never won a major event in China. They've never won an event in China, as far as I know. And that's something that they want to achieve.
Fnatic,
that's particularly Khan as well. There's been a little bit of rumours in the air about possible retirement. He's said publicly that he's not interested in retiring until Fnatic can be, classed as the best world champion. So possibly, I mean, they are a world championship team right now, but maybe he wants to win IEM Season 4 or possibly WCG before he ends his career, because he wants to end it on a high.
I think to win IEM in the Intel Extreme Masters 2 seasons in a row would be absolutely amazing. I mean, if I can't really see that happening. There's so much, there are so many teams that can beat each other on the day. I mean, you look at the teams that aren't in this event, even teams like MTW, of course, are having a bit of a break while they get Trace settled into the side. You've got teams like Vitriolic, who are, of course, the ex-Wicked MYM Polish guys. They can all win on any given day, and I think if you look down these 8 teams in the semi-finals, Tyloo, Mouse Sports, EG maybe in a couple of months, SK, Fnatic, We Made Fox, WNV, they can all do that.
Yeah, absolutely. The competition has been really fierce here in Chengdu, but to believe that it could be even fiercer, which it will be at the Globals, I mean, it's always an outstanding spectator event.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have a chat with someone who knows a little bit more about the Intel Extreme Masters than probably most people on this planet. It's, of course, Carmack. So don't go anywhere. That's coming up here next. Welcome back to ESL TV for the semi-finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu for Counter-Strike 1.6. Joining me is Matt Ryder, who is looking great today. Matt, I like the jacket that you're wearing.
Cheers,
You've made an effort. It's always good.
I have indeed, and why not? I mean, it's the IEM Chengdu in the League of Esport Champions, Intel Extreme Masters, and Global Challenge. And it was great actually listening to what Carmack had to say about the purpose of the global challenges and the structure of the league. And well, so far it's been a fantastic tournament. Tyloo causing a major upset against Mousesports, and now we're going to see what they can do against SK, a team soaked with history and achievement.
We're in the knife round already. Actually, we lost connection there for a brief second, but now we're back in, and apparently Crystal is all that stands between Tyloo and a knife round win. But either way, Tyloo win the knife round. We're going to be starting here on Nuke, and then I'm not sure of the other choices just yet, but I'm guessing maybe Tyloo picked Inferno, SK. Well, we'll have to see. But Tyloo are going to start out here on the CT side of Nuke. We've just seen them beat Mousesports in a quite a thrilling Nuke game, but we do know that SK are a good Nuke side, Matt.
Yep, we do indeed, and well, I think they're going to be particularly strong on CT. Usually we've got Alan in the ramp room doing holding it very, very well. But obviously this first half, SK are going to be on T side. So let's let the pistol round unfold.
Yep, we are into this one already, and it's already good rifle for Tyloo there that's done a major bit of damage. But again, Crystal with 3, Robin chiming in with a 4th, and now it's all on Carl, who was fantastic last game for Tyloo. Let's see if he can pull anything special out of the bag here against SK. 1 versus 3. Bomb planted now in that upper site. Squeaky is open, and Carl is going to make his move. Any second now. Here he comes. Squeaky closed in his face again. He's going to have to just go for it. And as he rushes out, Alan will take him out from above, I think it was. Oh, no, he was just next to the vents there on hut or something. And that will be pistol round to SK on T side. And from what we've seen here, two very strong CT sides from both of these teams in their quarter-final games. Of course, SK beating EG, Tyloo beating Mousesports. So we'll see how this one unfolds and which side's going to be the difference between these two teams. Yep.
The last time these two teams met was actually at E-Stars 2009, 25th of July. And SK ended up taking it 20-11.
20-11?
Yep.
Why would they play 20-11?
I don't really know. That's
31 rounds, Matt. Have you
know.
Never heard of Counter-Strike? Max rounds 15.
It doesn't make sense. I was baffled as well. But check on the internet.
Check the interwebs. Maybe they play different rules. Anyway, this round, of course, is SK mopping up. Let's just say. No money in the hands of Tyloo. Again, it's Carl, all on his lonesome to actually pull something out at the end of the round. Face will shut him down with the Galil, and that's the second of these 3 rounds, which should be going to SK. Considering that Tyloo, of course, lost out on pistol, don't have any money to work with.
Yeah, just to clarify, that extra round was probably the knife round from the HLTV bot.
Whatever, Matt.
Go and Google it. Well, we spoke earlier about Carl being very strong against Mousesports on CT side, and he was instrumental in bringing his team through to victory. Let's see if he can repeat that star performance here against SK.
Well, SK have slowed things down here. They're not going to risk anything in their quest to put these initial 3 rounds on the board. It's going to be a ramp room push here. Nice little flash coming out as good rifle will actually take down Crystal there. He was running in trying to pick up his weapon, but the SK men just covering him nicely. Carl with a great headshot from that USP. Alan will now wait out, but we can see that TB is on the boxes and he's going to wait here. He's actually going to back away now that those flashes have been put down by SK, but the advantage is with Tyloo on this eco round, and you see all those weapons hanging around here, and SK are just thinking, well, we can't really afford to leave them for these Tyloo players to get in and maybe turn around on its head.
Yep. HP-wise, Tyloo are in a pretty bad spot. I mean, Carl's on 13, TB's sitting at 15, but Robin and Crystal aren't looking too peachy either.
Well, it's a slow drag down into that lower side. Alan there in on top of Carl. XF has gone down. TB is the only one to reply recently here for Tyloo, and it leaves Alex all on his Jack Jones to do something as he drops down the ladder. Robin was already covering it, and that will be the 3 rounds out of the way now, Matt. And now comes the interesting stuff, whereas Tyloo have the money to play.
They do indeed. It's going to be M4s all round for Tyloo, and full nades by the looks of things.
Let's take a look how this is panning out for the T side of SK. You can see that they're sending 3 men actually around the outside. We'll get around there because XF is actually in the garage waiting. Let's see if Face can push in. They know he's there now because he's just taken down Alan. He'll take out Face as well. That's bad news here for SK, who lose 2 men early on. Carl's gone up on the top of Gantry. Found himself the 1 kill onto Wallet. And now Crystal and Robin are the 2 that remain. Over here by ladder. Carl will shoot down Crystal. Where's Robin? There he is. Looking through window. He gets a headshot onto Alex. Will he be able to get any more from this round, though? It's 1 versus 4. It's a steep task for Robin.
Yep. Well, Carl is sitting at the top of that ladder, and, well, they might be confronted with one another any moment now. But Robin is actually going to move around that altar, and he is taken down by a good rifle, and, well, first round on the board for Tyloo.
Yep, exactly what they needed to do. You know, losing out the pistol, you're going to miss them. Wally's called a pause, actually. I wonder what that is for.
Yep. Maybe some config issues, maybe, well, we can only speculate.
Well, it wasn't a long one, whatever they were doing. And that will, of course, now give Tyloo the chance to come back in the scoreline. Just looking at the scoreboard at the moment, Alan 5-1 at the top. We've got a good rifle, XF and Carl, all with 3-3 for this Tyloo side, with Alex on 0-4.
Very, well, early boost, actually, Crystal up on top of that roof to enable him to try and get that wall spam. And, well, Wally just rushing straight in on upper, and, well, Tyloo cleaning up on this upper site. Carl does take down his teammate good rifle. Not sure what that was all about.
Trigger happy. There goes Alan. Nice individual performance from him. Crystal is now all alone. It's a 1 versus 1. XF versus Crystal. And XF is down low. Crystal could get the bomb down now. That's the problem now. He's thinking, do I go low or do I stay high? He's going to stay high. He's going to put the bomb down here. And XF is going to have to work his way back around. Clutch situation for Crystal. XF having a peek out towards the hook. Crystal almost turning his back on him there. But as he comes around, Crystal's got the jump on him. And that will be SK moving up to 4 rounds on this T side. Which incidentally is the only amount that Tyloo had from their first half against Mouse Sports, Matt. And then they managed to turn it around. So SK here have already got off to a very promising start.
Yeah, they have indeed. And yeah, solid stuff from Crystal. I think he was aware that XF wasn't going to be up on those rafters, chose a safe spot to plant, and, well, just in the end it just came down to pure reaction when they met in the hut. Wow, nice AWP kill off the bat from good rifle. He's going to back away now and head into the ramp room to assist with TB. And, well, XF currently positioned just near the vents. They've got 3 men ready to defend this upper site if SK make a move.
Which they are. Here comes this SK push. Robin takes out 1. And Alan is there as well. Good Rifle's the one that's offering kind of the resistance here for Tyloo. Alan's got himself in and picked up the bomb, though. It's 2-on-2. Good Rifle and Carl against Face and Alan. Good Rifle still watching down towards Radio Room. Carl, where the USP is there, just on by the door. And actually, he pokes out. Alan was waiting for him. Bomb will be planted, and now Good Rifle with an AWP has to pick up 2 frags. He sees one from behind. He will miss the first one, taking damage. He switches out to USP. Surely he's going to go down. Finally, SK. They made hard work of that, Matt. They will go 5-1 into the lead, but Good Rifle there missed his first shot, but somehow survived a lot longer than he should have.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I mean, he played it pretty well that round, and then he got a bit unlucky, I think, towards the end there. He just missed the plant, which would have been a perfect opportunity for him, to take that 2v1 when the bomb was going down. But, well, missing that AWP shot could have been feasible.
Well, this is going to be fast again from SK, I think. It's an eco round for Tyloo. Flashes, grenades, all going into that upper site. Alan will hang back. Wally and Face have already got the kills. See what Carl can do up high. Not much, I think. This round, as we said, is an eco round for the Chinese side.
Yeah, bomb's just been planted by Alan.
Face is a great holding player on that outer area. Like, just not even poking out. I think we just got a pause there. Yeah. Pause. Don't know why.
So pauses all round today, really, and yeah. SK so far just really dominating, and just glancing at the scoreboard, take a look at Alan on 12-2. Not certain how many of those were bomb frags, but, well, he's been on fire.
12-2 is, after 7 rounds, not a bad position to be in at all. On the kind of opposite end of the spectrum, though, you've got Alex from Tyloo on 0-6. Really needs to step up his game here. The rest of the Tyloo team, kind of average playing right now. Carl, who was impeccable on the last game against Mouse Sports on CT side, is 2-6. Go, says Alex. And we should get things back underway if SK are ready as well.
Yep. I really like what SK are doing, with the rafter spam at the start, using that boost to get Crystal.
The good thing is, actually, the way they're doing it is not that standard. They're not, 4 men spamming and then they go. What they're actually doing is having 1 man spamming, and while they're spamming, the others are hitting the site. So the thing is that when they're pushing in there, they're drawing someone into ladder, and then someone spams it from the outer. They don't have to worry about that, and they can kill him without him really realizing what's going on. And that's really, really smart play from SK.
It certainly is, and they just ever so strong at taking this upper site. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, their flashes have been really quality, and they've been mixing things up as well. Although they've been going for that upper site, quite regularly, they haven't been taking it the same way. They've had people on outer, they've had people on inner, they've messing around, baiting players from Tyloo and that kind of thing. And I don't think Tyloo have been able to deal with the sort of the unpredictability of SK's playstyle. But on top of all that, SK have simply been superior aimers as well.
Yep, let's have a look and find you an update for the Fnatic versus We Made Fox score, which according to Readmore is 0-0, not quite started just yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, Wally disconnected, so we're going to have a bit of a pause here anyway to see. I think he's back now, so we can get back into it. 6-1 the score in favour of SK Gaming. And, let's see if they can continue this run of good form that they've showed us in the last couple of days here with their new and certainly, by the looks of things now, improved lineup, Matt.
Yep. And just to give you guys a quick update, 4-0 is the score in favour of Fnatic against We Made Fox.
Good stuff. Again, a lot of early wall banging going on. To try and hit those Tyloo defenders that are so well entrenched usually in his defence.
They've actually taken XF down. Oh, maybe that's an HLTV bug because he's sitting in the garage.
Yeah. Alex up on the gantry here. This could be a very dangerous position. If we look at the overlay, you can see that Face is moving onto the outer area. And Alex could get the jump on him. Actually, he won't need to because XF has already peaked here. This slow round from SK not got off to the greatest of starts. Maybe they'll change up the pace and go for something a bit more familiar to what we've seen from them so far.
As we all know, teams often put their strongest rifler in the ramp room, and in Tyloo's case, that rifler has been Carl. And, well, Robin taking down XF, Alan in that hut, gonna pop out.
Oh, what a shot from Alan there onto Alex. Good rifle. He's sat at the back now, and he will pick up the final two players. Robin did a good job. Didn't see if he was the last man there, good rifle, but I think he was. Great entry flag there from Alan. He couldn't find that second one. Good rifle was sat just to the back by the boxes. And that will be the second round for Tyloo here on CT side. And they've got to be a little worried about this, that they need to pick it up. I mean, already SK are up on 6 rounds. Another 2, they've got the advantage going into the second half. And that has to be better. Oh, brilliant start from SK again as those grenades roll into Squeaky. Alan already pre-firing through and takes off the head of Good Rifle. That's an important frag against Tyloo. Good Rifle is by far the top fragger here in this Chinese side. Crystal and Face have already opened up as well. Carl will now have a big job on his hands to push his team back into this round. Robin comes into it, and it's all now on XF, who, as usual, is playing that outside man. But will he go for it, or is he just going to try and hold on to this M4? I mean, he's got now four people. He did have 5. Alan will come around the back, and that's 7-2 SK.
Yeah, the key to SK's strength on this map, in my opinion, is just their ability to put pressure in multiple different places. I mean, that round, for example, we had Robin pushing ramp room when the others had already made a move on upper, and he was able to come around and take Carl by surprise. Just that ability to not just to focus on one site, but you know, flashes, nades, pressure everywhere, and they're just playing with perfect anticipation, and you know, they're just sort of feeling their way around this. They're not going into this with sort of a set strategy, in my opinion. They're reacting and adapting to what they feel Tyloo are doing.
Well, that's the way to play the game, you know. I mean, if you go in there too set and determined on, you know, this one play that you want to put into a position, then if your opponent's, you know, sat out so that that position's unattainable, then why would you not adapt and try something else? At the moment, we are on an eco round here for Tyloo. SK have already dropped the first man for this Chinese side. Still no real push from SK, although they are starting to gather some steam over by the hut. And Robin will be the first man out there. He's not seen anyone up there. I think Good Rifle's around somewhere. Actually, he'll take down Wally first of all. Robin will then dispatch of him, and then it's a quick round after that as Alan, Crystal and Face all grab one apiece to make the score 8-2.
Yeah.
5 to go, Matt, and, well, it's a worrying position now for Tyloo to be in, because, you know, 8-2, reverse it. If that was CT score, then you wouldn't be too worried.
No.
But it's not good. This is not good for Tyloo.
It certainly isn't. Well, Tyloo are going to be on a buy up here. Good Rifle's going to be up on the rafters. Manages to avoid that wall spam, and SK again are just sort of sniffing their way around this. But this time, Tyloo are going to mix it up with a bit of aggression. They know that SK have been sort of peaking a fair bit, and just they want to kind of counter that. Instead of sitting deep, they're sort of going to be ready and trying to pick off a few of the SK players, which they have done successfully this round. It's a 2-on-5, and Tyloo looks set to take this.
Well, I think SK have been sniffing up the wrong tree, Matt, this round. It didn't really go that well for him. It's now 2-on-4. Doable, though. It's Wally and Face. Lots of experience and certainly plenty of raw skill to carry them through this situation. Let's see if Wally can connect with this one. Actually, XF will take him down there with that FAMAS. Faith did pick him off at range, but Good Rifle was already looking across into Garage, and that's 8-3. Tyloo desperately need to make this 8-7.
They certainly do, and they'd be in good stead. Every round they get on the board will just give them that extra bit of breathing space going into the T side.
Tyloo now setting out their positions. Not their possessions, although their grenade possessions, I'm sure, will be set out here. Look at this SK push. 4 men straight into Hut early on, and it will be Robin to walk straight through into Good Rifle.
Yeah, XF actually made a great early push into Radio and managed to take down Crystal, so it's a 4-on-4, but now the bomb's down, and, well, Tyloo need to make a move soon. They sort of just not sure quite what they're doing right now.
There's some good grenades coming out from SK. That's part of the problem here. Wally will go down. Here come more grenades. Alex has made 2 kills, but Alan, the little man from SK, he's been a big player here. His face will come around though. Yeah, it was 1 versus 1 at the end. Carl knew he had to just go for the defuse at that point, and that will be another round for SK. They break a 2-round run there of Tyloo to make it 9-3. Certainly
do, yeah, and Alan just... yeah, seemingly on fire today. He's extended his score to 19-5, just edging ahead of all his teammates. He must be rearing to go. He must be pumped with adrenaline over in Chengdu.
Well, here comes a bit more of the same from SK and from Alan, who gets the first kill of this round. And Crystal, where was Crystal there where he got that frag? Yep, that was through the wall from Crystal there. They knew those men were up there, and they made it count. And there's now only XF remaining. Oh, it was an eco round anyway, that's why they died so quickly. There's no armors hanging around for the Tyloo men. But now XF has something special to pull off to win this round for his team.
Maybe just going to go for those exit kills. It's not really worth SK's time trying to seek him out since he doesn't have a gun. And let's see if he can catch any of the SK players off guard. No, he won't. They're going to actually rotate out into the outer area. And, well, the bomb will explode any second now.
Should run in and ninja. No. So that's another one then for SK, and they're already up to 10. We've got 2 more rounds to go, and Matt, I mean, 10 rounds on T side of Nuke. We've seen a lot of Nuke recently where the T side has come out stronger, but 10 rounds is a hell of a lot, and it could be 12 or 11. I mean, any of those possibilities are not good for Tyloo, and of course, this is a map that they performed on brilliantly. Last time, it was actually Mouse Sports' pick, so maybe Tyloo aren't that confident here playing Nuke, but they're still not doing bad whatsoever.
Yeah, I think they're really going to have to do something special in the next half on T. But maybe, given SK Gaming's relative inexperience as a team, they haven't really defined their strategies and their rotations, their positioning for Nuke.
No, I mean, we saw them against EG, a team that, you know, are very, very strong. And
yeah. Did they look like a well-oiled machine?
They did look like a very well-oiled machine.
So we've got Face and Wally. Face, the guy with the bomb, possibly going to make a move downstairs. And Crystal, well, he's a Lone Ranger. He's outdoors at the moment, enjoying the fresh air.
Catching some rays.
27 points of health.
Here comes Wally. Let's see if he finds the man in vents. That's the big opening if he manages to do that. He's going to go around to window. Alex is picked off. Surely one's going to drop into vents. Wally makes it a double. TB is now last man standing for Tyloo. He's taken out Crystal. These vents are going to be watched here. Well, Wally and Face just spreading themselves out.
Yeah.
This should be an easy defense for SK.
Yeah.
Pretty standard stuff right here.
we've seen this sort of situation time and time again, and you know, if you're the CT, I really feel you. Oof, Wally takes him down. I really feel you have to be sort of aggressive, especially when there's two men.
You have to be lucky in that situation. You've got to get one of them and force the other one to come out. Otherwise, they're just going to force you to panic.
In so many situations, we see the lone CT go for the bomb defuse and then try and catch out the guy behind the glass doors, you know, when he peeks. But you know, if that player is quick enough and I think it pays.
Against a good team, they're both going to peek you at the same time, so you haven't got a chance when it comes to that.
I think it pays to be aggressive.
From SK, sorry Matt, but SK are making their move here into this upper site. Carl's gone down to Robin. Final round of this first half. Wally gets one of his own as well, and quickly Tyloo have to work their way back around to this site. There's a mix of weapons in here as Robin gets a double at the end, and it's now all on TB, who's picked off by the new man Face. And that will be the end of this first half, Matt. 12 rounds to 3. Ridiculous amount for a T side of Nuke.
Yeah, pretty crazy to say the least. And Tyloo are going to have to pull something special out of their hats. Of course, if SK go on and take this, we will move into the second map. It is best of 3 for those of you who've just joined us.
Let's have a look at the score of Fnatic versus We Made Fox. And another kind of crazy T side, this time on Train, and for Fnatic it's 12-2 on T side of Train for Fnatic against We Made Fox right now. So they're just what's going on?
Picking up that momentum and riding with it. Yeah, but I remember you and Carmack spoke a little about how Fnatic often build up that momentum and have a dodgy, unpredictable group stages or underperform, and then in the later stages.
The event he was talking about, the Code 5 Global Finals in Moscow, I was actually managing Fnatic at that point, and we were there, and it really was like that. Everyone was like, we're already out, you know. Virtus.pro have got to do this, and then we can play these team and blah. Yeah, we were already out. Yeah. But actually, you know, they came through that, and then they progressed and finished second to NTW in the end. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing about the Fnatic side. There's so much spirit there that they might not even be fired up properly for these opening games in the group stage, but then they'll kind of just get shaken by almost losing or almost being knocked out, and then they just step it up really, really hard.
So they sort of need to be under that psychological pressure on the brink of defeat to push them into their best moments.
I don't know if they need to be, but they certainly can. They certainly do perform when they have that situation. Sometimes, when they have a good group stage and they go through first and they have an easier next game, then they can start to trip over themselves a little. And I think that pressure's good for any team. Yeah. Not sure if we've had... No, we haven't had the restarts just yet.
You see other teams often performing fantastic in the group stages and then later in the tournament just buckling. You know, like, for example, we saw that a lot with the Finnish guys from Gameplay, and I've played under various names. Previously Rockat, they were always a team that sort of often just dominated group stages and then, you know, got knocked out in the brackets.
Failed at the end. Yeah. So we just wait for, I think, Tyloo to be ready. Wally and Alan saying SK ready. We're going to get the restarts in. Go, go, go. Second half then. So SK versus Tyloo, the winner of this, well, game in whole, will go through to the grand final. This is just the first map here on Nuke, and currently the score 12-3 to SK, and they now move on to that stronger side. And Matt, we always say this, it's kind of boring to say it again. It's all down to the pistol.
Yeah, pistol certainly going to be instrumental in this one. I think Tyloo desperately need this. They know it. We know it.
Are they going to push fast here? I'm not really sure. Yeah, fair bit of grenades headed out here from SK.
Yeah, that's going to actually take TB down to 62 points of health. The other Tyloo members remain unscathed. SK Face is the guy they're going to face in that ramp room.
Very good, Matt. Very good.
Cheers.
Let's see. Face is now being chased down into that lower site. He gets a headshot onto Good Rifle. Can he manage more? And actually, he scared Tyloo away. Scary Face. apparently. And he's going to force them to go around to ladder. Wally had taken the head off TB, but Tyloo are now headed up into this site. Alex has got one. XF takes down Alan, and it's not looking good for SK as Face goes down as well. It's now all on Crystal, 1 versus 3. He fires away and runs out of ammo. A critical point there, but he is going to go for more.
Yeah, he got XF down to 4 HP in that situation. Alex sitting on 19. Let's see what he can do. It's a 3v1, and well, he does take down Alex, but XF, the guy with just 4 points of HP.
That was doable for Crystal. Carl was at 17, XF was at 4. That was really possible, but that's exactly what they needed to do there, Tyloo. Now they've given themselves something of a glimmer of hope and the possibility to work themselves back into this first map here on Nuke.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the buy-up from Tyloo. What have they opted to purchase? You can see Carl with an HE in hand.
I reckon they've got shotguns. No, obviously not.
TV with that AK already on top of that roof. Rather aggressive. Bomb has gone down.
Bit of a dodgy bit of spray in there from TB. Yeah, had Carl to back him up, and that will be a second round going over to Tyloo.
Yep.
That will bring them up to 5 rounds for this map.
They lost actually 2 members, TB and Alex, in that eco round from SK. So SK still putting a bit of pressure on, even on these ecos. Well, on that eco.
Let's have a look at the setup of Tyloo. Alex on the outside, good rifle watching over the radio room. And the remaining 3 just hanging around lobby. Maybe they'll make a push down there. Alan will be picking off good rifle, and this is a round that they can't afford for something like that to happen. XF again took a massive hit to the head, so he's lost pretty much all his health. And now it's Robin and Wally, 2 of the veterans here in this SK side. They're not able to put up any resistance. SK won't be too worried though. They lost pistol. Those 2 rounds were always going to follow. Now we are going to see them with Colts in hand and see what they can do.
Yep. So this is going to be another instrumental round, as the 4th round always is when you manage to pick up the following 2 after pistol. The opposing team buys up. Early nades going through that door.
Bad. Not good nading there from Tyloo. Someone clipped the door and closed it, and then the HEs hit it. So what they were planning to do didn't really work out for them in the end. Let's have a look at the setup. Face here might meet XF. Where's Face? Alan on the outer. Face is in that aggressive position.
Yep, Tyloo's rafter spam just didn't manage to do anything whatsoever to SK, and XF is down to 56 HP from either a nade or wolf spam, from what I presume. He takes down Face. Robin replies, and this is going to be a ramp room push.
Yeah, Robin's really got to hold out strong here. He will be taken down quickly, but here comes Wally with 2 kills onto Carl and TB. Good grenade dropping by Alex and taking 30 health points away from him. And now we have a 3-on-2. Advantage SK as they look to move up to 13 rounds. And their first round on CT side. Wally's going to peek here. Yeah, I was too slow to switch back. SK will lose that man. And Alan is down low as well. In fact, he's picked off by good rifle. It's all on Crystal, who's just thrown away some of his health in order to get into a position here, as good rifle actually was already up ladder and spraying down onto him by the time he could reply. So 12 rounds to 7 it is, Matt.
Yep, certainly
is. Do you see a comeback here for Tyloo?
Well, they're picking up a lot of momentum, and well, they're putting SK under a lot of financial pressure. I mean, this is probably going to be an eco round for them. And well, if they keep this momentum up, SK are going to be in a dire situation money-wise, but SK have still been getting those kills on the board, and that always helps when it comes to your cash flow.
Yeah. Here's XF again. Spraying down towards that ramp room, hoping to catch SK out. Of course, this is an eco now for SK after buying in the fourth and losing. There goes Carl. Wally is down. There goes Face as well. Alan is still inside of that room, but here again, he's not able to withstand the pressure that Good Rifle's putting on him. And Tyloo there with a flawless round, as you may have expected anyway from the eco. But that brings them up to 12-8. And all of a sudden, from a horrible first half on the stronger CT side, they're now looking like they could be in a position to come back.
Yeah, they certainly are. So... There's been a fair bit of early nading from Tyloo, and SK, they haven't really been counter-nading all that much. Here
well, the nades have been the same every time. That's the problem with what Tyloo are doing.
Yep. HEs through the door or in huts, and they need to mix that up. But so far, it's been their aim that has sort of carried them through. And, well...
Right now, Tyloo are just sat back and waiting by lobby. Waiting to make some sort of push. Good Rifle is just checking out the outside. Alex has just brought the bomb back inside. So maybe they're going to hit this top with a 4-1 split.
I'm surprised SK aren't playing a bit more aggressive in inner and on radio room. Perfect flash from Wally, actually, counter flash coming out when Tyloo opened that squeaky door, and I thought they were going to go for a rush. TB does take Wally down on those rafters. Now they're going to get in and presumably get the bomb down.
Nice flashing out here from Crystal. Alex has gone down to Face. It's now a 3-on-3 as TB from below will cause a lot of damage. Carl's actually trying to escape through into ramp room and down into that lower site. It's now Face versus 2, but he's in lower, and that could be the kind of trump card in his deck, and he will take down the bomb carrier, but out comes TB from the vent side, and Face was far too open there in that position. He was positioned for a defense of the ramp entry. Well, they sliced him in two and got the round. That will make it 12-9.
I think Tyloo did well to take that one, actually. They got the bomb down in quite a dodgy position in the ramp room, and SK did their best to defend it, and that was about halfway through the round. Well, Tyloo managing to pick SK apart, and the bomb didn't end up having too much of an effect on the outcome of that one, although it did force the round to kind of come a little bit down to the wire. 1v1, and yeah, Tyloo managing to take it. Alan not playing quite so well in this second half, sitting bottom of the scoreboard for SK. Maybe his passion has dwindled a little bit, or maybe the Chinese...
10 minutes? I don't think so somehow.
Maybe the Chinese fans have been screaming so loud that SK are a little bit intimidated, although that's very doubtful given their LAN experience and wealth of tournament appearances.
This is a nice move from Tyloo. They've secured the outer area. Now they're going to head down towards the inner bomb site, or the lower bomb site, and try and get the bomb down in there. Something tells me that Wally might have something to say about this. He's seen grenades coming in. That's going to be a call now, and SK should maybe rotate a couple around. Wally will fire down to that lower area. Robin is there for support. Drops down from the vent. Brilliant play by Wally. And, well, XF was the only one to really offer anything on that lower side for Tyloo. And finally, SK and the fans out there may breathe a sigh of relief as the score becomes 13-9.
Yeah. So SK knew they had to do something, get that round on the board. Maybe after such a strong first half, complacency was maybe starting to kick in, but now they've got that crucial round on the board, and well, just 3 more rounds needed to take this.
Yep, 3 more rounds. This one's a close one, though. Kill for kill. And it ends up, actually, with TB being the only one for Tyloo. This could put SK up to the 14 that they were desperately needing.
See if TB can do anything special here. Sat in radio room and radio room, and well, Robin and Wally, they've got the bomb surrounded, which is down in that upper sight. Alan's up the rafters, ready to pop out when TB tries to make a move on that bomb. If he does, which seemingly he will do.
There he goes. Takes off the head of Robin, should we say. Oh, looking for the shot onto Alan there. That could have come off for him, but Alan was a little bit quicker on the trigger, and that is SK up to 14 now, to the 9 of Tyloo. And that's the one of those 3 magic numbers. 14, you know that your opponent's forced to win every single round now to beat you without overtime. Or 15 is also a magic number, because then you know you've at least got the overtime. And 16 is an even more magical number, where you know you've won.
Lots of talk of magic. Have you been playing a lot of Warcraft lately, Joe? No. Oh, well, I heard Heroes of New Earth.
I heard that 3 is the magic number, but actually it's that there are 3 magic numbers. Just to clarify the situation. Again, Tyloo will take the slow approach here. And the last few rounds, actually, they've played it that little bit less aggressive, and actually, I think that's been hurting them a little. I think SK are sitting back and letting them take it slow. Like, they have to move at some point, so take it as slow as you want. I think that's the mentality from SK here. You can see, looking at the overlay, that, you know, it's a very pushed up SK defense almost, that, you know, Crystal, Robin and Face all in almost a line there, with Wally waiting on the outer area. And it's just a big fat wall for Tyloo to try and penetrate. At the moment, they've managed to kill 2 of them. Crystal and Alan going down, but Wally here is in a great position as he waits for that planter to start planting. But TB comes in behind him. It's now all on Robin and Face. I thought it was Alan, but it was Face. Oh. Who needs Face when you've got Robin, who can pull off a hat-trick like that, up on the rafters? And that is map point SK, 15 rounds to 9. They have 6 game points, map points, because it's not game. We're in best of 3, don't forget.
Good Rifle could have done some real damage to SK in that last round. He was like pushing on outer. He was sat on the red rock for quite some time, jumped up onto the roof, but you know, had he been a bit quicker, a bit faster, and coordinated better when his teammates were pushing that upper site, then he could have, you know, taken Robin from behind, or you know, caused a lot more damage. But he was eliminated by Wally after some rather dubious aiming. And well, this 10th round of the second half looks to be a good one.
Lots of, again, slow, concentrated play by Tyloo. Lots of wall banging going on. Looking to break this defense, and you can see it's the exact same setup for SK. That wall of 4 players spread across the map, then Alan at the back to rotate between. This time Tyloo are making their way straight in to that ramp room, and there must have been a flash in place there, because Robin was against the box, but they could see him. Whether he was hiding in smoke or not, couldn't quite see because of HLTV. Here comes Carl into the upper. There's now 1 man standing. It was Alex, and that will be the end of the first map. 16 rounds to 9. SK take the first map here on Nuke. And not sure what the second map is, but it will be Tyloo's map choice, of course.
We mentioned the last time these two teams met was at eStars 2009. That was in...
And it finished 2011, according to Matt.
2011, yeah. And, well, that was on the 25th of July, 2009, just in case you were interested and wanted to know the exact date. I don't know the time, though, sadly. I'm guessing it was in the afternoon.
Yeah. Actually, that was played on Nuke as well, Matt, just for your information.
Right. It was played on Nuke as well, so quite a sort of similar result. Well, SK Gaming 11-04 on CT.
It's not. It wasn't really a similar game, actually.
Oh, right.
In terms of score. Just waiting for the info on the second map. Our admins in China just informing us that they're waiting for the decision from Tyloo. Quick update on Fnatic versus We Made Fox. 12-3 first half, T-side of Train. Great start there for Fnatic. And then the second half, they won 16 rounds to 8 overall that first map. So they'll move into the second map, which I believe is live now because it says DE Nuke. So Fnatic We Made Fox should be either live or just about to go in that second map of Nuke. We're just waiting for the announcement on which map we'll be playing here second for SK Tyloo. And then we should be able to get back into it. Of course, this is the semi-finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu. Plenty of prize money up for grabs, Matt, here for Counter-Strike. How much?
It's a lot of cash. I can't remember the complete prize breakdown, but if you would enlighten me.
Yeah, it'd be $40,000.
$40,000
for Counter-Strike 1.6 here. Those teams that lost in the quarterfinals that finished 5th to 8th all get $1,500 each. $15,000 for first, $7,500 for second, $5,000 for third, and $2,500 for fourth.
So similar format to previous global challenges.
It's a lot of money.
Yep. And just talking of the We Made Fox versus Fnatic game, well, We Made Fox are not strong on Nuke from what I've gathered. According to SK Gaming, they've got a 40% win ratio on Nuke, while Fnatic, it's their second strongest map, according to the statistics, 69% win ratio. So that kind of bodes well for seeing Fnatic in the finals, and if SK manage to take this second map, we're going to see a really old rivalry resurface.
Oh, you say that. I mean, you look at Fnatic's best map, according to those statistics, is Inferno. Which map did they get destroyed on earlier in the tournament against Tyloo? Inferno.
Yep.
So the stats, although they usually give a good indication of what's to come, are never totally accurate.
It's all relative, just like most things in life.
You are relatively stupid. Well, anyway, we have figured out the second map. It's going to be Train for this game between Tyloo and SK. I'm really surprised that Tyloo have picked Train against SK.
You thought they'd go with Inferno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train's a good map for SK. I mean, we've seen a double up defense, Wally and Robin, and now they've just thrown Crystal in there as well, who can do it just as well as both of those players. So I don't know. Interesting choice for me. Bit weird, let's just say. I mean, we've seen how well SK can play a CT-sided map as terrorists with Nuke. Now they're putting him in the exact same situation again. I think that this is going to end up a 2-0 victory for SK.
For SK, right. So, I mean, do you think Tyloo have anything special up their sleeves with Train?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You can only imagine so. I mean, why else would you pick a map if you don't have something that you think you can offer above your opposition to progress yourself in the tournament?
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you wouldn't pick it, right?
Yeah, it's well. Let's see if they can take advantage of the map of their choice. So yeah. Just while we're waiting for this game to kick off, if you're interested in watching clips from the Intel Extreme Masters, we've got highlights videos. Occasionally we've got some, if we see a frag we really like or a really superb moment, we sometimes upload it on there as well. And we're going to be uploading the Chengdu highlights on a daily basis. So you can see yesterday's highlights on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see today's later on in the evening. And the name of the channel is Intel Extreme Masters. Make sure you subscribe if you want to receive all the latest updates.
Yeah, of course, you can go over to the intelextrememasters.com webpage, which is intelextrememasters.com, and find out all the results from the the bracket, from the groups, the brackets, all the way up to the final, and of course, information on all the other stops here for the Intel Extreme Masters. And there's news, interviews, photos, pretty cool website, I have to say. Lots of interesting stuff to actually look at there. And also, you can see those highlight videos posted there as well.
Yeah, we've really sort of stepped up our coverage in Season 3, and we're continuing that trend with Season 4. We do have our resident journalist, Jeannie Jacob Holm, on there in China, making sure we've got all the latest news and media.
Yep, certainly. Let's have a look, see if there's any updating score between Fnatic and We Made Fox. Doesn't look like it, actually. No, they seem to have not started in that second map. As far as train goes, we have all 10 players on the server, but again, we're not quite ready to go here, I think. So, Matt, I mean, $40,000 up for grabs here just in Counter-Strike alone. That's you know, a great amount of money, and of course we've got a huge amount over the whole season here for the Intel Extreme Masters. Now that we've got Dubai's extra money as well, I believe 530,000.
I think you're correct.
Overall.
Definitely something in that ballpark.
And you know, huge amount of money here for the Intel Extreme Masters, and I think you can say the most prestigious event around.
Absolutely. I mean. The global finals, there is nothing else like it in the esports world right now. There is no league out there that is more competitive, and I would say that regardless of whether I was working for ESL or you know, McDonald's, it wouldn't bother me. I mean I'm not.
That could possibly be your next job.
That could be.
Sorry, Matt. I'm only joking.
It's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
Matt, I have to say,
I work with Jay.
I'm impressed. You know, you've come out today, and I always enjoy casting Counter-Strike with you because you always are prepared and you have so much, you know, to offer on these teams. And a lot of the time, you know, it's really random, but I like that. It's really cool. A lot of the facts that you come out with, a lot of people don't know them.
Oh, cheers, Jay.
And I can tell you, SK have got a 55%. In fact, SK have got a 100% win ratio on DE Aztec, just in case you were wondering. But, you know.
I can tell you about players catching swine flu.
Yeah, also. 2 Norwegian players, by the way, from what were Vitriolic.no or are now back to Alchemist. Matt, I think we're live here. I'm not sure what's going on. We've had a restart, but no, we can't be live. Tyloo, we're all still stood around his spawn, so we're not live.
Well, the game on train we witnessed between was it EG and SK Gaming? That was a cracker. The overtime, really impressive play. Although we only witnessed the overtime, it was tense in the rounds prior to that overtime. But sadly, it was all over pretty quickly after 4-1 to SK in the first section of the overtime.
Yeah, first half of overtime. Yeah, that was a really close game. Obviously, it was a draw. And then the overtime was a little bit more one-sided. I think we're about ready to get the knife underway here. Both these teams saying that they're ready. It took Wally a few attempts to spell ready, actually. He spelled ready and then redry and then ready. He's obviously concentrated. He's Mr. Wallenberg. So let's get the restarts, Mr. Admins.
I'm really looking forward, actually, to seeing SK play on T and just seeing, you know, Crystal face and just bouncing around on those trains. And I really want to see some AWP action. Watching a good AWPer on train, it's just such an enjoyable experience as a spectator. Yeah,
it is lots and lots of fun. Not sure why we're not getting the restarts here.
It's a breath of fresh air, actually, from watching Nuke, which so often is such a sort of close quarters, intense kind of wall spammy map, which so often, you know, nades play such a crucial role in Nuke as they do in any map, but particularly in Nuke.
Yep.
And you know, Train, I just think the players have a bit more freedom to show off their flair.
Well, we are going live in this one. It's going to be, of course, a knife round. And as usual, Matt, my co-commentator gets the pleasure of talking about the knife round.
Oh, cheers, Joe. Okay, well, It's all going to kick off on the outer as we follow XF. Will Tyloo make the first move? SK all bunched together. Oh,
It's a standoff.
there's tension in the air. It's,
This is awesome. Who's going to make the first move? Oh, it's going to be Tyloo to make the first move.
Yep, Robin does take down XF. Alan takes down Alex. Carl responds, taking down Alan. TB downs Robin. Well, Wally takes down TB. And now it's a 2-on-1. And, well, it's all down to Carl. Crystal takes him down. And SK will get to choose what side they want to play on DE train. And by the looks of things...
No surprise, they're sticking on CT.
They are indeed. And, well, we're going to get straight into the game. It's going live on 3.
Don't forget demos, guys. Yeah, that's what the admin said. So, quick rundown of the teams in case you're just joining us. And in case you are just joining us, the last map finished 16 rounds to 9 in favor of SK. That was Nuke. So this could be the final map, and SK could move to the final of the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu. But either way, we're in the game. And for Tyloo, we have Good Rifle, TB, XF, Alex, and Carl. And for SK is, of course, Face, Alan, Robin, Crystal, and Wally. And already SK have got off to a flying start here. Only TB's managed to reply. Robin is already there at the back of that 5 train. And all of a sudden, Tyloo find themselves down to just 2 men. Or now 1. And it's Carl who's been somewhat of a star in previous games for Tyloo. The last map against SK, though, he wasn't particularly shining. And he will lose out here as well as SK pick up the pistol round.
Yep. So Tyloo opting to sort of rush on outer. They had a man or 2 down ladder. And, well, I mean, they didn't have that much grenade use, to tell you the truth. I mean, they were possibly relying mostly on aim to get that bomb down quickly, which they didn't manage. And, well, Alan doing a great job at the back there on the outer. So, eco round for Tyloo. You can see that Alex is stationed outside. He went for a peek on Ivy, which Alan is watching very, very closely. Didn't manage to do that much. We can see Good Rifle making the push. They're going to try and get in on this inner site. TB has a smoke in hand, possibly going to chuck it down that ramp, as we so often see on these T pushes. And, well, they're going to opt to go on that upper level, all grouped together, and they've done a good job, actually. Good Rifle taking down Robin. Face replies with a kill onto Alex, and Wally managing to take down Good Rifle with a grenade. We're sitting on a 3-on-3, and, well, Tyloo were in a good position there, but, well, they don't have the guns, and despite managing to pick a couple of guys off there, they are taken out. But they did a good job to get that bomb down. That's going to put a bit of cash into their bank accounts, and that's going to help them out a lot in the 3rd round, should they decide to buy. Presumably they will. And, well, I've got to say, decent job from Tyloo getting that bomb down.
Well, that's all important, you know, even after losing pistol, if you can get in there, get a couple of kills as they did, get the bomb down, then you've really helped your own situation out, and that will, you know, reflect well on you moving forward, and they should be able to buy up now, which I think they have.
Yep. So, just glancing at the overlay, we can see that Face is going to be the guy on inner for SK, with Robin, that all-important rotator, in that rotator position. We can see 3 men on outer, just kind of standard positioning on train. We've got Alan actually on that sniper level, and, well, Tyloo seemingly going to go for an Ivy push here. At least the bomb is in that position. We've got TB, who we're following now, just trying to cause a distraction on that inner site, and Good Rifle. Clipped. I'm not quite sure what Good Rifle's doing, but
He's
well,
chilling.
Just chilling out, yeah.
Where is he? Yeah, he's covering from ladder.
By the looks of things, they might go for a kind of a big split here on this outer site. 1 man, ladder room, 1 man in Good Rifle's position, and 3 guys in the Ivy.
Well, as Good Rifle comes out of T middle, is taken down there. Alan onto Carl as well. Alex was the only one to get a frag, but TB's come around and surprised Crystal, who was actually reloading there as he was taken out. Robin holding offensively on the outside there. I think this is going to be going to SK as well, as Wally will come in from behind by Electric Box and makes the kill onto Alex. So that's 3-0. Of course, they bought in that last round, which they could afford to, did Tyloo. And now we'll see what they're going to do, because they can probably afford a little bit of a mix-up, but maybe they'll just eco it out.
Yeah, we witnessed mixing up sort of weapons and nades a fair bit when they went up against Mouse Sports on the first half of Dust 2. We saw them just kind of going for a pick and mix kind of combination of weapons, buying whatever they could in rounds where maybe they should have ecoed.
Yep. Yeah.
This round they are going to be on a full eco though. And going for a push onto Inner, where they will be confronted with Robin and Face. Robin taking down Carl and TB.
Oh, TB there, sorry, I think it was, XF got in behind there, but wasn't really able to do all that much. He, had a Glock and he was kind of burst firing down towards them, but not much he could really do in that situation, and in the end he was just shot down. So that's 4-0 SK here on that CT side. Of course, the stronger side here on Train. So, I mean, Tyloo, all their job is to keep this match relatively even, Matt.
Yeah, definitely.
On the T side. I mean, you're not expecting them to pull out a victory or a big lead coming into this first half, into the second half, should I say? But they've got to keep it relatively even, and just to give themselves a chance on the easier side.
Well, they're going to go for another Ivy push of the bomb this round, and 3 men from Tyloo making their way around. They take down Alan in the mid. I'm not sure if they've spotted Wally on that outer site.
Yep, they have. Good Rifle's seen him there. And the only man standing was Crystal there, who eventually came around from Pop Dog, and Tyloo will bring one round to the board. So, it's not so bad so far here for the Chinese side. They've lost 4, won 1. If they can keep this ratio up, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
If they get 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, they're in a nice position now, so they can really string together some rounds here and maybe try and force an eco from SK. That's really what they want to do. And well, Robin with an AWP in hand. He was
next to Batman.
Had a really nice little angle there up the ramp. And well, Face is going to be up top. He's had a bit of health chips off him from that little kind of push from Tyloo, and they've come out of this a bit worse for wear. Just 3 of their players remaining up against the 5 from SK, and well, looks like they might not be able to string together those rounds they wanted. And well, Alex has the bomb. Good Rifle looking to cause a disturbance in T mid.
He's going to have to make a disturbance soon. They're a little bit low on health, these remaining Tyloo players. Alan will spray down Ivy. Good Rifle has taken down Wally, who again had pushed up quite aggressive on that outer area. Good Rifle knows there's someone out there by Pop Dog as well, but he is actually now almost alone. He only has Alex for comfort, who's actually on the inner side. Maybe it's about time he went around to join him. With 15 seconds to go, they can try and make something of this round. And they just lost the round there because Alex had already pushed forward, not waiting for Good Rifle. He was taken out, bombs down in a horrible position to try and get it back. And Good Rifle will just try and hold on to that AK for the next round. It'll bring the score to 5-1 SK. We've had just over a third of this first half. And, well, it's not too bad for Tyloo, but they should probably get those rounds sooner rather than later.
They certainly should. I mean, there's been some dubious play, I think, here today. I mean, just like what we just witnessed with that push from Alex, a bit too eager. Thought maybe he could get the bomb down. And, well, maybe they just need a bit more communication, a bit more coordinated flashing.
Well, Face is going to get put under a bit of pressure here, actually. Now, Wally actually goes down inside ladder room, but I think Face could be a big saviour for SK at this point. Actually, they've moved away from him. They were starting to push down towards that left-hand exit, towards the white holes. XF is now taking up that position again. Let's see what Face is able to do.
We've got TB, Carl, and Good Rifle all on outer, and they've managed to take down Alan. And, well...
Yeah, but it's clever. The bomb's actually, if we look on the overview there, almost, you can see that the bomb is not on outer. It's right there, being planted by Alex.
Great play, great play. They've taken down Robin as well, and, well, it's a 4-on-2. And now they've taken down Face, but I don't think they're aware Crystal is behind them, and... they're swarming around the site, trying to track him down. TB's going to come up against him any second now. Crystal takes him out. And, well, it'll be down to Alex and Carl to try and surround him. Swarming around. Crystal takes him down with the USP, but Alex is behind. And Good play manages to drop
That
him.
was a really nice strat from Tyloo, actually. Completely sold SK on that fake. And that's what you need to do. By the time SK realised it, they were actually losing men left, right and centre, so they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to a 3-round deficit for Tyloo to make up. And still another 8 rounds to go in this first half. I'm just looking at the scoreboard. Wally 10-3. Who, you know, Wally's not been the most impressive for me for SK throughout this tournament, but he certainly seems to have picked it up a little bit more this game. We have Robin with an AWP, whereas Wally can only afford himself a FAMAS at the moment.
Alan
They're
went
probably swapped.
Alan went for a cheeky little push there on Ivy, but then quickly backed away when he noticed Carl was just around the corner. And, well, XF and Carl maybe going for a little peek on Ivy here. Seeing if they can get an entry kill and make a move on that outer bomb site. Flashes in hand. In fact, 3 players here now with flashes in hand. They're going for this coordinated push with smokes as well.
Oh, bad flash. That'll slow them down there. Wally actually will take down TB. But Tyloo are on this outer site now. Crystal's only got a deagle.
Yep.
Which is interesting. Robin's going to lose out on the AWP as well. That's bad news for SK now. The Face drops as well. Crystal is the last man standing. He's got himself an AK though. Could do something. But he doesn't look that way. And now we have Wally.
Yep.
All alone with a FAMAS. And surrounded by Tyloo players who bring their round total to 3 already for this T-side. Which, you know, is nice. I mean, 10-5 is a very respectable score on T-side for Train. If you're going to get more, then you're in a real good position to move forward.
Yeah. They did really well there, actually, Tyloo. Apart from that one dodgy flash you mentioned, they just sort of scouted that outer site very quickly and noticed Wally up on that sniper deck very fast. Let's see if they can do the same again. Crystal taken down. Wally, Alan, Robin all dropping Face as well. And good strong round from Tyloo, although it was an eco for SK.
Yeah, but those ecos have been forced.
Yep.
And that's a good sign for Tyloo. They're starting to bring this game back, and actually they win this round, and it's all tied up at 5-5. And shown is why maybe they've picked Train as opposed to going for Inferno, which was the map that they managed to beat Fnatic on.
Ooh. A few HEs being chucked out into that outer site. Let's see if they manage to do some damage. Crystal dropped down to 63 HP. That's something. Well, let's maybe a ladder room push is on the menu.
Well, if they do push down ladder, Wally is there ready and waiting. For me, it looks like more like they're going to go for those white holes, especially now as they've dropped face. TB is down under the 3 train already, and these positions are being set up as Robin goes down. This looks like it could be another one for Tyloo to set them up for the draw. Maybe Alan's got something to say, though. 4 on 3. And Tyloo, again, have totally sold SK on a fake here. They've planted out it. They've taken down Wally. And this is brilliant tactical play by by Tyloo. Alex looking for his second kill here as he chases down into CT spawn. He's lost Alan, who he was chasing. He's now backed around into that spawn himself, and they missed each other by mere seconds. And Alan's just trying to hold onto his weapon here. He knows that SK's money situation is going to be struggling again.
And look at Tyloo just swarming around that map, trying to track Alan down, preventing him from carrying that AK into the next round, which can often make all the difference when your team is forced to eco. You just string a few kills together and suddenly you can turn a dodgy round in terms of money into a positive one. And it looks as though Alan, they've decided to buy a few nades, and Alan going to get a boost up here onto Ivy. Tyloo have opted to go for Ivy quite a bit so far in this half, but this time they will, by the looks of things, try and put a bit of pressure on Inner.
Yep, they've got a few guys going through those white holes, and actually looks like they could make the move here any second. TB has already picked off Face and Robin. Great start here for Tyloo. Looks like they could maybe take the lead here against SK. For the first time on train. No, not the first time. Yes, the first time. As Alan will take down 2. This could be maybe a nice comeback from SK. Of course, this is pretty much an eco. Alan, the only one with a gun, and he put that AK to good use, but I don't know, 3 kills, just not enough. In a situation where your teammates are all fully ecoed, it's hard either way, but they lose out on the round and go 6-5 behind.
Yep. So it was a rocky start, but now Tyloo picking things up, and let's hope that this game can come down to the wire. It's certainly been a fascinating one so far. Nades being thrown out into outer, and well, Tyloo actually suffering from SK's counter nade that they responded with.
Tyloo at the moment are, well, certainly in that round, suffering heavily to Alan. Crystal's gone down here as well. It's 2 on 2. Tyloo, the problem is, if you look at Face, we can see that he's got the bomb here under lock and key down by the end of the ladder room. Now, Good Rifle and XF, both at the opposite end of this outer train yard. They've got a lot of ground to work up without being taken. Face there at long range, and don't think Good Rifle really knew where that was coming from.
Yeah, he's sitting there with the bomb, looking very comfortable, and XF does take him down, so it's a 1-on-1 now. Robin up against XF. Robin knows the bomb is down, and he takes down XF as he made his way over to that ladder room.
Yeah, good play there by Robin.
Robin.
It'd probably be cooler if it was called Robin, right?
Robin. Well, Rob. I wasn't purposely saying Robin like Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
So maybe it's just my pronunciation. Robin. It's because you're a northerner, Joe. Robin.
Yeah, but it's still an A, Robin. Anyway.
Yeah, but you say Robin. Actually, Robin.
Anyway, we're back into the game. Score 6-6 here. Wally will jump off the train and actually get himself a double. Can he make it a triple? Brilliant play from Wally there. And he gets back on his train and he's like, yeah, bring on the next 3. Or not, as he gets picked off by Good Rifle eventually. But Good Rifle is now the last Tyloo man standing. He's picked off Alan a good distance there down towards Bomb Train. But Robin was watching from the 5th.
Yeah, very nice, quick response there from SK when they saw that Ivy push. 3 of them all just ready and waiting, and just simply demolished those Tyloo pushers. And, well, it looks like it's going to be possibly another kind of tricky round from Tyloo. You remember when they got that bomb down in the outer and on the inner, sorry, when they were seemingly going for an inner push. Well, this round they've got the bomb on Ivy. And, well, things have changed a bit now. We've got Good Rifle and TB on inner. We've got 3 guys from Tyloo going for this Ivy rush again. They're going to be met by Crystal, who's taken down. And they seem to have really sort of perfected this 3-man rush on Ivy. They've been using it a lot on T-side. Sometimes it works. Last round it didn't. And now they've got that kill onto Crystal. After backing away, they're back again, going for an Ivy push. And Wally forced to run back a little.
Oh, he's totally blind there, or maybe not. He seemed to walk away quite nicely from it, but either way, he will be caught up by Good Rifle in the end, and SK is suffering here, but here's Face inside of the Z hallways. He only managed the one and really needed more than that. It leaves Robin all on his own. Does take down Good Rifle, but still 3 versus 1. This is a real hard ask of Robin.
Yep.
And I think he's not even going to go for it.
Yep, gonna go for this save. Not gonna even make an effort at getting those exit kills.
No, he's better off saving his weapon for the last round.
Yeah. TB's gonna be moving through connector and into that inner sight, trying to find Robin. And oh! Will Robin lose his weapon? No, manages to... bit of HLTV lag.
I don't know, I thought I saw a pause there. Don't know. I guess. Wow. Now everyone's running upside down. Crazy game.
Guys, this is just like a special feature on the show.
Yeah.
It's called Halftime Madness.
Doing circles. He really is doing like flips.
We planned all of this. We sat down with the production crew.
Took us ages to make these special effects. I've not actually seen that before. Anyway, let's look at us so I can alt-tab and find out other scores while we figure out what's happening here in the world of Counter-Strikes. The other game, of course, going on right now is the other semi-final, which is Fnatic versus We Made Fox. And right now, the score is... It's 10 rounds to 9 in favor of Fnatic on Nuke. They played a 9-6 first half to We Made Fox, who were on CT side, so they came out on the stronger side stronger. And now Fnatic are on CT side and are winning 4-0.
Yep. If anyone's interested in the Warcraft 3, which we will have the lovely Rotterdam and the talented Templar casting later on, well... The latest results, Infi managed to take down Remind 2-0. Surprising, because Remind has been on excellent form lately, taking down some world-class players. And, well, Infi also taking down Grubby. So, Infi on fire over in Chengdu.
What's your opinion on Infi, Matt? I mean, what do you think are his strong points?
You're putting me on the spot. Well,
it's all right. I couldn't tell you.
I could tell you about some other humans. I think Thu, highly creative. He's. I love. Well, I don't actually watch Warcraft 3, but I do follow the scene. Remind managed to take down Grubby. So as you probably already heard, Grubby is out of his group and won't continue.
Didn't even win a map.
No.
I say it like it's like really a shameful thing to do against world-class players, but... Yeah.
So, everything seems to be sort of gearing towards an SK Fnatic final, unless Tyloo can manage to do something special here in this second half. They've already impressed us in this first half with a 7-7 currently. Final round.
Yeah, we're going to get into it. Apparently, there was a gear problem for one of the Chinese guys, and they asked for a slight pause in this final round, which we're now underway in. Score 7-7, even round, good half, whichever way this final round goes for Tyloo. XF has taken out Robin. It's kill for kill here at the moment, with the advantage falling to the hands of SK, especially now as Alan has taken down TB. Good Rifle and Alex are now the two remaining. Oh, and look where the bomb is. Horrible position. The rest of SK actually just running up there, 'cause that's where they killed those T guys. Pick up the AKs, surround the bomb, and it's not an easy position to get into without being either hit from the side as you come around the corners, or just having a stack of players just sat on the bomb waiting for you.
Yep. Alex gonna come head to head with Wally right now, and well, Alex coming out on top. But Good Rifle and Alex simultaneously taken down by Crystal and Face, and that will be the end of the first half. 8-7 in favour of SK. Solid performance from Tyloo, though.
Yeah, definitely. That's what you need to do on, on a map like Train, a map like Nuke. Have a good T side, keep it level, and then go from there. I mean, the thing is that SK now, if they win Pistol, can still make up the rounds that they really should have taken, maybe on that CT side. But no messing around. We're getting straight into this second map. We'll try and keep you updated from the other game, which is, of course, Fnatic versus We Made Fox. That's the other semi-final. And the team that wins will meet the winner of this game here between SK and Tyloo. And we'll take a look at this attack from SK, or more importantly, the defense from Tyloo. Look how aggressive it is. 3 men up to Pop Dog, 2 men in Whitehall. SK have called that in now, and they're going to rush out, surely, and get onto this bomb train.
Yep. Alan with that bomb in hand. He's going to be planting, but maybe Tyloo can... they're all bunched up. Maybe they can get him before the bomb blows down. Crystal takes down TB and Good Rifle. XF takes down Crystal, and Alan getting a brilliant headshot onto Alex.
Here comes the plant then from Alan. Carl and XF, the 2 remaining Chinese superstars here for Tyloo. XF is actually going towards CT spawn. Carl has just hopped off the 5 train. There's a man in front of him, but not sure if he actually connected. He's got 2 to contend with as Carl. Here comes Wally charging in from behind, and surely they're going to have him. Yes, they will. He did manage to take down Wally, but Alan and Face were there for cover, and that will be a really big, I think, breath of relief, or sigh of relief for SK. They played a very, very close first half, and they really needed this pistol round on T side, because that should put them up to 11 now.
Yep. Will do. Well, full nades for Face. Flash coming out, followed by an HE, and if I'm not mistaken, that HE possibly connected with, I'm pretty sure it did connect actually with one of the Tyloo players, just from glancing at the overlay.
Whoa. There goes Wally, actually. That's probably the same guys that were close to the one before. It will kill both of them. TB is, was one of 2 remaining until Face and Crystal, the new boys in this SK lineup, showed up to party. It's 10 rounds to 7.
So, 3rd round for Tyloo. Let's see what exactly they're going to do on the gun front. I can
3rd round, nothing.
I can see they have bought flashes. So despite being on an eco, they do have a bunch of flashes, and excuse me, Robin moving out onto outer along with his fellow teammates Wally. Managing.
Wally's dropped a grenade. That was awesome by Wally there. Actually just runs in. Of course, he's, saving so he can buy an AWP 4th round. And he knew he was going to die there, so he just threw the grenade on the floor, and then he got the kill afterwards. That was pretty much comedy.
He got knifed in the process, but I think he was the winner in that situation.
That was like a suicide grenade. Just pull the pin out and just dance around it until your opponent blows up with you as well. Pretty funny stuff. So that will bring SK up to 11-7. They're 5 away from the grand final here at the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu. And they've started off this round brilliantly as well, as Robin will fire the head off XF. Good grenades as well. Down Ivy. Alex, I guess, down to 91. If we look at this SK attack, you can see that Crystal is watching ladder, but the rest of his team are pretty much bunched over still by T-Spawn. Alan is watching Ivy, but I think SK might go for an inner push here, or a split between those Z hallways and middle.
Yeah, I think, well, good rifle taking down Alan and Ivy, but there's doesn't seem to be any players from SK remaining in Ivy. We've got 2 guys at T mid. We've got Robin in the ladder room. Face taken down by TV at T mid, and 3 successive kills by TB.
Wow.
And a 4th.
That was great from TB. That's just like complete spatial awareness and knowing exactly what his opponent's going to do to him. He looked into T middle, killed one, turned straight around to Pop Dog and killed the other, and then did it again twice. And that's just really game knowledge, knowing where your opponents are going to start running to you from.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly want to see that clip cut up and put onto the fan sites. I'm sure it will be.
Crystal here with the AWP in hand. Let's see if we can find anything. A good rifle would be a nice target for SK to pick off here and get that AWP away from him, because he is watching down towards, and he will get that kill there onto Wally. They know where he is. Crystal's picked him off, and it's all now on Carl right at the back. 2-on-1, Robin and Crystal. And he knows that AWP's going to be watching. So maybe it's time for a change of attack. Bomb planted by Robin. Crystal should be the man to kill Carl here.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. That's such a rough angle to, to come out connector from, and then Robin is the other side, and they're probably going to team up and crossfire, but it's not even needed.
That was great from Crystal. The watch is over. That's 12 rounds. To 8. To 8?
Yep.
Yeah, to 8.
Cool.
You're right. 12 rounds to 8. SK still leading this one, but it's only 4 rounds, you know. Still very, very close. And this is the kind of map we could see going down to overtime. As Robin, as you can see, is smoked up down at the bottom there of those white halls. The rest of SK standing quite firm at the end.
Yeah, they've
T-middle, boosting up the up. And apparently Fnatic has won their game against We Made Fox and will move through to the grand final, where they will meet, of course, either SK Gaming or Tyloo. Basically, whoever wins this one, it could be SK if they win here on Train. Otherwise, we'll have to go through to a third map and see. Not sure exactly of the score of that one, but I'm sure we can find out and let you know. SK here preparing for that inner attack. There are actually 3 men inside of that inner site. Crystal has picked off TB. That's the good start that they were looking for with this attack. Alex is down to face on the outer. That's going to create a bit of a dilemma, I think, now for Tyloo. Do they stick on the inner where they've lost a man, or do they go out where they've lost a man? And actually, they've stuck inner, and SK have gone outer. So this plant should get in here any second. And Tyloo have a lot of work to do to catch up and get in on this site to pull anything off. In fact, they might even just be saving the way that they're kind of setting up for this. Looks like they're going to try and hold on to those weapons and keep them for another round. But that will bring SK up to 13, Matt. And those 3 magic numbers are looming.
Yeah. A little bit strange that XF isn't at least going for an exit kill or oh, they do have an AWP, don't they, Tyloo? Good rifle. Oh, and he's taken down by Alan, so that's going to be a real dent in the next round for Tyloo, missing out on that AWP. I'm sure good rifle probably got a real sinking feeling after that kill from Alan at the last few seconds of the round, and that could be have a huge impact on this this 7th round.
Yep, quick score update. The Fnatic We Made Fox game, 16-8 on Train. That was the second map. The first map was Nuke, which finished 16-11 in the end. So Fnatic are through. Whether they'll be playing a Chinese team or their kind of arch nemesis Fnatic, SK will have to see here in a second. Tyloo are making a good stab of this round. Wally is actually the last man standing here for SK. And he's got a man underneath the train. That was TB, who will shut him down as soon as he drops in front of him to bring the score back 13-9. Very, very close here. And SK are putting a 5 rounds to 2 lead on this T side. So it's, I think, very, very close here. SK have just got off to that little bit better start on the T side, which is really what's pushed them in front.
Yep, certainly. Just... good rifle, buying an AWP actually in that round after losing his previous one, the round before last. It's going to be expensive, but presumably he gave his teammate his M4, and well, strange start actually. Face making an early push with Crystal early on, who was taken out, and they're backing away from the inner right now. Wally's going to be just taking a look around. Ivy takes down Alex, and
brilliant from Wally. That really good positioning,
perfect reaction shot as well. It'll be interesting to see if they take that entry kill and try and capitalize on it.
It looks that way. I mean, they're sneaking Robin and Alan both down there. The bomb's carrying with them as well. We can see on the overlay that they're both headed down that way. We've got Face on the inner. It's 4 versus 4 here as they start to push through, though. XF will be waiting. They have to get on top of him now and shut him down before he can cause any more damage or retreat to a position where he's unreachable, which is what he seems to have managed to do. Alan, he's surfing above the trains at the moment, and there's that position I was talking about, and XF will make it 2 frags. Robin is last man alive. Oh, and as he goes to put the bomb down, good rifle hops up in front of him to make it 13-10. Close game.
Yeah. Now SK are under a little bit of strain financially. I mean, didn't manage to get the bomb down that round, and well, let's see what they're capable of buying this round. Well, they're going to be on an eco, and the best they can hope for here is to string together a kill and pick up a gun or two, or get that bomb down so that they can go full buy up and nades the next round. Good Rifle's going to be watching the ladder room, but SK look like they're going to make a push on inner. All 5 of them bunched up. XF takes down Robin, takes down Crystal.
Yeah, that's a round like that's just easy pickings for pretty much any team. I mean, SK didn't really have much chance, but that brings us back to a almost tied game, 13 rounds to 11. Tyloo starting to get a grip now on this CT side, and if you look at the way the scores have gone, they've been almost similar in a way. Although kind of the opposite. It was SK who started well on T and then have dropped off a little. And the other side, it was SK who started well on CT and dropped a little. So it is just SK dropping off a little both times.
If Tyloo can manage to take this round, this 10th round, then they're going to be in a really good position to tie it up, because SK will probably be forced to eco again. Well, they will. And if Tyloo can also prevent them from getting the bomb down, it would just be perfect for them, and we would probably see this matchup go right down to the wire.
Oh, Wally there took an early hit, actually, from the man at the end, and now Face is all alone. Good Rifle will up from the length of that inner corridor to bring the score back to 13-12. So very, very close here to getting around to those final rounds. In fact, we're into the last third of this map, which is, of course, 5 rounds to go. And still, which way they go is anyone's guess, Matt.
Yep. Well, Crystal and Wally have, and Alan, have been able to afford AKs. It's in fact looking like a buy-up from SK. Presumably some of them couldn't afford armor, but let's see what they can do here. Watching Ivy patiently, not opting to peek, hoping that Tyloo might go for one of their aggressive pushes, but I think they've learnt from previous mistakes against these Western teams, although it has worked out very well for them sometimes. And Alex is going to be the one watching that Ivy, ready to spray when they pop out of that alleyway. SK chucking a nade or two. There's a smoke down, but they're taking their time. Here they come, here they come. Alex takes down Alan, Face responds.
This is not so bad, actually, from both sides, as kills are being exchanged left and right, but it's going to be Tyloo who take the advantage and tie us up here at 13-13 in the second semi-final of the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu for Counter-Strike 1.6. Of course, Fnatic on the other side of the bracket already made it to the grand final. On this side, though, definitely not decided what's going to happen in this game. 13 rounds to 13. SK Gaming win this map. They go to the final to meet their Swedish rivals. If Tyloo win, we see a third and final tiebreaker map.
Yep. Well,
this is a deco round for SK.
It is, yeah. Tyloo are poised to take this. All SK members with deagles, with the exception of Wally, who chose to buy a flash instead.
Oh, no. This could be very, very bad news for Tyloo. If they let SK get in here, if they let them take this round, they're going to lose this game.
Yeah. It looks as though Wally's decision to buy a flash rather than a deagle sort of paid off with those 2 early kills, but XF is back to cause devastation.
Crystal here has managed himself 2 kills, and now it's a 2-on-1 in favour of SK. Wally's got himself an M4. Good rifle is that AWP player, and he's all over the bomb train. SK, both of the players remaining now have those M4s. Wally will take it, and Tyloo must be absolutely gutted there. They've lost out to a deco from SK, which puts them back in the lead, 14-13, and now, well, I think SK are going to capitalise on this one. I mean, Tyloo should be able to buy out here, but it's not going to be ideal for them, and all that momentum that they've built up coming back into this game has just gone down the pan, losing a horrible round.
Yeah. Just, well, Tyloo have got to be furious with themselves. Just one early flash from Wally caused them to retreat a little, and then SK just cruised out there into that outer sight, just with so much confidence. 6-6 now in this second half. 14-13 overall in favour of SK, and, well, Tyloo were just poised to... That round was theirs.
Crystal here watching down the end of the white holes. Carl is there, but is just tucked away from sight, and Crystal's now going to back away. SK haven't made a decision where to go, although there's lots of flashes and smoke going down here into the end of the 6 train, and it looks like SK are going to make their move now onto this outer site, with Crystal and Robin moving through the T middle area. There goes the flashes. Alan will flash around to the back of the 5, and they start to move in. XF has picked off one. Good rifle chimes in with that AWP, and it's almost looking like Tyloo could regain the tied game here. 2 kills actually, as Alex will move in to finish things off, and Crystal who was the last man standing for SK inside of Team Hill, is sprayed down. Matt, it's 14-14. What's going to happen? Who's going to win?
Well, one thing's for sure, Tyloo are not prepared to give up. They're not prepared to... I can just only imagine what it must be like over in Chengdu right now. I mean, Chinese team playing on home soil against SK, a team with so much success behind them, and certainly a lot of fans in China as well. Huge fan base, yeah. It must be absolutely insane right now in the esports stadium.
Well, we can see this spread out from SK. There's 4 men actually right in Whitehall's. Wally's going to join him. They're going to hit this inner sight now. And you can see that once again, money isn't great. SK are going to have to hope out for the draw or a round that gets really good for them again.
Yeah, they're really going to have to improvise here. They certainly haven't skimped at all on the flashes, though.
Yeah, lots of smoke, lots of flashes. That's their only hope to really win this round. They've got in there, and they've got their bomb down. This could be bad for Tyloo. If SK are able to pick off a couple of early kills on this defense, who knows what can happen. Carl's going to go down to Wally. Crystal here is watching that upper ramp. And that's what... Oh, he's going to be out-peaked there by Good Rifle. He was looking off to the other side. Crystal is down. Robin is down. That's all 5 members of Fnatic down. And Tyloo move to map point. It's 15-14. So, we either get a draw and overtime, or we get a victory for Tyloo and a third map.
Yeah. SK is going to, again, have a sort of pick and mix of guns. There's a couple of SKs there, and...
couple of SKs?
A couple of...
5 of them if you can, actually.
A couple of AKs there, and a few flashes they've got. Crystal forced to buy a Deagle, couldn't quite afford one. And, that early kill on Robin certainly won't play in their favour.
Not sure what that was all about, to be honest. He kind of hopped over hoping that the flash was covering him, and it wasn't. He just sprayed him down. Still, SK watch and wait. Alan is tucked underneath, I guess, the pop dog train here.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of madness actually kicking off on inner, because Carl is there and he's confronted with 3 players from SK, manages to take down Crystal, and Wally mops up. Alan takes on TV.
Here we go. They're going to hit this outer side. Alan is dead. They need to watch out for Good Rifle. If he clips one of them, SK again will be looking a little bit devastating. In fact, Tyloo still have a 1-man advantage. Wally here is on the bomb train, and the bomb is going to be planted, but Face is down. Wally is down. It's now all over, and Tyloo are going to force us into a third map here in this semi-final. And, well, the winners, of course, of the first semi-final, Fnatic, are probably watching on and wondering who they're going to be playing next. Well, we can't actually tell you right now because we're going to go into a third map. Not sure what that'll be yet, of course. We'll have to talk to the admins. But, Matt, what did you think of that second map? Very, very close one. And you've got to say that Tyloo's strong T-side won the game for them. How was it?
Definitely. I mean, what a game. I mean, I couldn't have hopes for anything better. Both teams looking incredibly solid. Both teams, you know, it was just back and forth, wasn't it, throughout the game, throughout the first and second half. And very nice to see Tyloo take that second map on home soil and give some hope, I think, to Chinese Counter-Strike fans, especially with WNV getting knocked out the tournament by earlier on. And, well, third map, maybe we'll see a Tyloo Fnatic final. But SK, now's their chance to recuperate and discuss what went right and what went wrong. And certainly it's going to play in their favour, I think, just getting this experience and you know, these games against... It's not as though they need to warm up. They've certainly been practicing a lot before this event, but getting a feel for Tyloo's play style.
Yeah. Well, the players are apparently taking a quick break and deciding what strats they're going to be playing. Third map will be Inferno, a map which, of course, Tyloo destroyed Fnatic on earlier in the tournament, and actually a map which is quite technically not one of SK's best, one of their, you know, kind of mid-range maps, if you like. So it'll certainly be an interesting third. Fnatic wait the winner of this one in the grand final. For now, we're going to go, though, to a quick commercial break. Welcome back. So, the third map, Matt, about to kick off, or when I say about to kick off, the two teams have actually gone for a quick toilet and whatever else they need to do break. We're going to be moving over onto Inferno. What's your opinions there?
I think this is Tyloo's chance to shine. I mean, as you mentioned, really strong performance against Fnatic. And, well, I mean, I think it's a map that favours their playstyle maybe quite well. It's a map that's very open. There's a lot of ways you can play. You know, if you like the short range action, you've got riflers who are very good at that. You can go in. There's some good positions for AWPers to really shine. There's a lot you can do with Inferno. It's got to be my favourite map. I love watching it, and well, I mean,
we love playing it as well, but we're just not very good at it, are we?
We sometimes play a bit of 2v2 in the ESL offices on Inferno, and
lose
most
of the time,
mostly.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm interested to see how Tyloo handle Inferno. I'm interested to. I think they will shine on T. I mean, they seem to be very good on T just overall. But I wonder if they're going to go for crazy splits or if they're just going to go for sort of standard B rushes. I want to see them do crazy stuff like running up middle. I want to see splits on netted side. Yeah. I don't want to see a mundane Inferno game where they're just rushing B every round, you know. As for SK, I mean, we know that they've got a lot tactically when it comes to Inferno. There's a lot of things they're going to be doing. They're going to be putting pressure in multiple places and trying to find holes in Tyloo's game.
Well, at the moment we are having a slight break as these guys talk tactics of Inferno and, you know, have their little 5 minutes in between the second and third map. They've been playing for a good couple of hours now, so I guess they are ready for a drink and what have you. I mean, Matt, we obviously have Fnatic waiting in the final. And like you've said, Fnatic have actually never ever won a tournament in China, the CS side, and that's something they really want to do. Do you think they'd rather do that against the Chinese team or against their biggest rivals, SK? I mean, I know what the Fnatic organization themselves would rather have, but what do you think the players would rather have?
I think that's a fantastic question, and it's a very difficult question at the same time, because if they go up against a team like Tyloo, the fans are going to be really split. I mean, some of them would love to see Tyloo take down the world champions Fnatic, but if Fnatic manage to beat them, it might just elevate their status as stars and esports heroes even further. Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, to play SK in China and then win would be great for Fnatic, but to play SK in China and then lose, they'd probably be a little bit upset about it. I mean, they'd be upset if they lost to SK anyway, but there we go. Well, that's still not decided. We still wait for the third map of SK versus Tyloo. So while we kind of wait around, the players are still chilling out and having a bit of time to discuss and what have you. Let's talk a little bit about Warcraft 3, because some games have been going over there with Templar and, of course, Rotterdam. Thanks a lot, Lynn. So we're back here for the Counter-Strike 1.6, and of course it's the semi-final third map here, Matt, between SK and Tyloo. We already have Fnatic waiting in the grand final after their 2-0 victory over We Made Fox, and I believe, Matt, we are straight away into the knife round. So as usual, the pleasure, my friend, it's all yours.
Without further ado, let's get into the game. And Wally taking down good rifle. Crystal takes down Alex. Wally with another second kill onto XF. Robin takes down TB. Carl responds with a kill onto Robbie. Carl takes down Face, clocking up those knife kills, but Robin finishes him off, and that will mean SK get to choose their side, which will be CT, Joe.
Yeah, CT is, usual choice really on Inferno. Great thing about Inferno is, you know, it's very, very level. So there's no real talk about how many rounds you need here and there. Of course, there is a slight advantage on Inferno, but not really all that much to write home about. So, no messing around. We're straight into the pistol here. Of course, this is the third and final map. The winner will go through into the grand final and guarantee themselves at least $7,500 or $15,000 if they can take the victory. Already, it's good for SK. Robin and Alan really going to work there on Banana. The remaining two players from Tyloo, as you can see here, charging up that carpeted hallway and into the netted bomb site. And there is one man still there above Big Pit. That will be Face. Bomb should get planted here any second by Carl. As the grenades come around, there is the plant. Still 4 remain though for SK. Here come the flashes. They are going to make the move. Flash over the top into that Big Pit. Robin takes down TB. The last man standing is Carl. He manages to get Alan at close range, but Robin was already on top of him, made the kill count, and then got the defuse, and SK again start off. And I think SK seem to have, to me, have won every single pistol round so far. I might have been wrong there, but that's just what my feeling is from that. I don't remember seeing SK lose a pistol round.
Could be right. And very aggressive play there from SK. I don't think I seen them rush down Banana like that before on Inferno. It was, it did pay off for them. They took Tyloo by surprise, but Tyloo did well to get the bomb down.
Well, this round is also an eco from Tyloo. They are starting to work their way up Banana, and XF will be the front man as he does get clipped there as he starts to work his way in. Grenades coming out, and Tyloo are all over this bomb site. Alan with a double there. He's got Face actually for company, but 2 frags quickly in succession there for Tyloo. Could have changed things, and they've managed to get the bomb down here with good rifle. Although he doesn't have a weapon in hand, and it's a 2 versus 2 now as TB picks off the head of Robin. Crystal comes in and says, yeah, well, you think you can do that? Not to me, you can't. And then they win the round. 2-0.
Yeah, it kind of it paid off for SK that they weren't sitting too deep in that Banana bomb site, because it meant that Tyloo weren't able to get hold of any gun. Well, they did in fact have one FAMAS, but they weren't able to get hold of many guns before SK rotated around CT spawn.
Well,
you have to be aware of stuff like that on the eco. SK did well.
Bit faster here actually for Tyloo, and of course after 2 bomb plants in 2 rounds and a fair few kills, they're going to go for this bite. Now the only thing we have to see is whether they can make the most of it and come straight back into this game.
Tyloo going for the boost there, whether or not it will take SK by surprise. Well, I don't think it will. They're sitting fairly deep in that netted site.
Yep, we've got a push already here from TB. Will now flash out. He's got 1 man in front of him. That was Robin. This is a split left and right here from Tyloo. They've taken down Robin. Allen fell as well after he picked off good rifle with his FAMAS. And it's quickly a 3 versus 3, all level as Tyloo look to get in position for the bomb plant. Wally and Crystal really going to work here. XF is now the last man standing for the Chinese side. And well, that bomb, not where it needs to be for him, but he's got 2 kills.
It's a 1v1
and it's a
now.
1-on-1, and Face will get the kill at the end. And a little bit of a scare for SK, but they still manage those first 3 rounds after pistol. Good start for the Swedes.
Some good crossfire there by SK once Tyloo had made their way into that site. Although it was a 3-on-3, and of course Tyloo having to get that bomb down, I just felt that SK, you know, they popped out at the right moments, well coordinated.
Well, let's see if they can hold on here, SK, and make it 4. Yeah, good rifle is actually still sporting a deagle here. Wants to save up as much as he can to go forward and, of course, buy that AWP. They've freed themselves an M4 here as they start to charge in towards this Banana bomb site. Face is only able to kill 1 as Carl actually came in behind him there from CT spawn.
They're in a
actually, no,
very
it's TV
good...
that was in CT spawn, but either way, Tyloo should have this round under wraps now. Only Wally survives, and he's running away to save his weapon.
Yeah, not much flashing again from Tyloo when they made their way up into that banana site, but you know, sometimes that can be a good thing. It's all situational, and if you feel that you can out-aim your opponent and you're not making noise to cause, you know, counter flashes to come in from the CTs, then sometimes that can be the best option.
Yep, give you the element of surprise, I guess you could say. And that will bring the score to 3-1 then, as Tyloo put their first one on the board early on here. And don't forget, Tyloo have already played a high-profile game this tournament on Inferno, and that was against Fnatic, where they won 23-7. Of course, that was all 30 rounds played in the group stage, but I think the actual score was 16-4 for the win. So it was quite a big victory that they managed to pull off over Fnatic. Let's see if they can do the same here to SK.
Well, SK have 4 men stacked in that netted bomb site. Face is the only guy sitting in banana. Presumably, yeah, it is an eco for SK. Crystal does have a deagle in hand, and I just spotted someone with an M4. That happens to be Wally. So, this stack in netted, let's see how it pans out. Tyloo have yet to make a move. A smoke has been thrown in banana, but they look set to go for that netted site, which could play out perfectly for SK Gaming.
Well, we're going to watch Wally, because he's the one who saved that M4 from the previous round. And he's going to be the one to make the kills here, but Carl will spot him, and that's bad news for SK now. Only USPs to hold up against his attack. Face did take out one, but they're all over the place. Now, Crystal with a double. That can really hurt Tyloo here. But Face has a lot of ground to work up, and not a lot of health to do it with.
Yeah, he took quite a bit of damage when Good Rifle was, you know, hanging back to cause some disruption in that banana site while the remaining members from his team went netted. Looks as though Face is going to play it safe and, well, actually going to try and get some exit kills, but I'm just trying to think of a good Face-related pun to say if he gets taken out. Which he does, and, well, I wasn't quick enough.
But he didn't get shot in the face.
That is true, yeah.
Not sure what else you would have said in that situation, but okay. Anyway,
might have taken a bit of flack to the face, but, well, 6th round. What can we expect here, Joe?
Bad puns regarding face, maybe. But the score 3-2. Of course, SK still lead from that pistol round victory. Tyloo here spreading out the usual spam, and you can see that SK, I think here, aren't... Yeah, they've gone double eco for this one. So they're looking to save up and go big in the next round. And actually, these Tyloo men that are pushing down towards netted are wasting their grenades and ammo, because there's no one there for SK. They're all stacked over by banana. And it looks like Tyloo are even tempted to head over there. Yeah. There are 3 of them stacking up for the push. Here goes one. XF will actually take down both Alan and Wally. Crystal is dead as well inside of banana. And they know that probably that full stack is there. Face was the last one alive. The bomb is still at the bottom of banana with Alex. But they're going to keep pushing Face. I don't know why.
Yeah, another kill
Weird.
On the board for Face. And why don't they just run in there and take him down?
Why didn't they just run away and get the bomb down?
Well,
and leave 1 man or 2 men there?
There was 4 of him, and all he had was a deagle. And he's got an AK now, but he won't be able to cause any problems for Tyloo.
Yeah, that was just a little bit weird. That Alex, the bombman, should have just ran away, got the bomb down, and let everyone else do the job around there. rather than going one by one. And, you know, Face is really, really strong with that deagle, so you probably shouldn't put yourself up against him too often. So that's 6 rounds gone. We have another 9 to go in this first half, and this one looks like it could be a faster and harder push from Tyloo.
Yep. Well, SK playing an interesting round on CT. I mean, the positions they're using are quite, you know, quite traditional. We've got Robin, who's just up in that sniper deck. We've got Wally, who's in apartments, and TB's going to be the man looking to cause some disruption while the rest of his teammates are halfway up Banana. But he's actually just going to wait back until his teammates go for the push.
Let's watch Face here, who actually goes in, and Alan will grenade his teammate. Bit of a disaster there for SK, because that could have actually been well handled by Face. Alan has gone down, and now SK are in all sorts of trouble once again. Here goes TB. Again, he was the man like hanging back to catch those stragglers that will try to rotate and make something of the round for SK. And the aggressive player as well, apparently, that will find out those people who are waiting back. Crystal is the last man standing with an AWP. He wants to keep a hold of it, but he's got 4 Tyloo players making their way around to try and stop him from holding it.
Yeah.
He will fire off at 1, but finally will be picked off by Carl. And Tyloo here are going to take the lead, 4-3.
Yep. Solid play. I mean, that was, well, things just went well for Tyloo. I mean, they might have got a little bit lucky with the slip up from Wally, HE onto Alan, but not to take anything away from them. It was a good round, and TB hanging back was fairly effective. Managed to bag himself 2 kills. But this round, it looks as though they're going to go for a netted push. It looks like it's going to be a split. They've already boosted TB up into that sniper deck, who's making his way down the stairs. He'll come head-to-head with Robin any second now, and Alex pushing up with the bomb along with XF. Good rifles, going to be hanging back at the bottom of Banana, and now he's going to be coming up mid to join his teammates, who have already pushed their way through almost to CT spawn.
Yep, they were working that left-hand side there. They met a stack of SK players who, at the moment, are on an eco. Face does have a deagle, as you may expect, because he's pretty good with it. But let's see if he can actually grab himself a weapon or maybe a couple of kills along the route. He's actually headed up here towards that area, and he's going to take down the one. It was TB. That's an AK for Face. Ooh. But in comes Alex, and that was a fast reaction from Tyloo. They know they had to keep that weapon away from you know, their dangerous opposition and not let them have those weapons to go through into the next round. So they take a further lead here to the Chinese side of Tyloo. It's 5-3, Matt.
Yeah. Shame for Face. He had a flash in hand. Otherwise, he might have been able to keep a hold of that weapon. There's nothing worse than getting caught out with a grenade in your hand, and well, Tyloo are going to be, for the first time, I think, just
Robin's gone aggressive there.
For the first time, pushing up the right mid. Alex has the bomb. SK lost Robin early on, but Tyloo also lost TB, and 4v4, this could be a good round.
Well, at the moment, Tyloo seems to be favouring that Banana walkway. Carl, actually, if we can get quickly enough, will meet Wally and be taken out as well. Now, that should be the signal here for Tyloo to start moving, because otherwise they're going to get rotated on real fast. Here they come. They are pushing in now into that Banana site. Face is in the back corner. Surely they're going to pick him off. Why have they not pushed him too hard? They pushed around the wrong side, I think, there, and they weren't ready for Face, who is now joined here by Alan, and Alex is now all on his lonesome with 25 seconds to go. And he's going to run the bomb straight into that netted site and get the plant.
Yeah. So, bit of cash on the board.
Or more here. Alex is still 100 HP.
Yeah. Oh, let's see where he decides to position himself. Maybe he's going to lurk around in that pit. But, oh no.
In hell is his position.
Oh.
Well, you know, 3 versus 1, you probably weren't expecting much from that. They got the bomb down, and as far as that kind of situation goes, that's pretty much job done anyway. But SK bring us back closer again. We've got 6 rounds remaining in this first half. If you're just joining us, the scoring maps is 1-1. The first map, Nuke, was won by SK. The second map, which of course was Train, was won by Tyloo in a 16-14 thriller. And this one will decide who goes through into the grand final to play against Fnatic for that $15,000 first place.
Yep. As Joe said, it's the third map. First, SK, they had a pretty clean game. Second one on Train just swung back and forth like a metronome, and this game on Inferno just pretty much the same.
I'm really surprised, actually, that Tyloo have not done any fast rounds.
Yeah.
Not a single one, which you usually see from these Chinese teams. But they're playing it very smart. My guess is they've been watching lots of demos. Studying how a team like SK might be playing here. 2 men will be spraying down Alan then. He saw one of them, I guess the arm of him or whatever, and it wasn't quite quick enough to get the shots off onto him. But this banana site is empty. Alex will finally come around with the bomb and get it in position.
You're absolutely right about the demos. I mean, it's often the only way that the Asian teams can get a feel for how the Western teams play, especially a team like Tyloo that, I mean, as far as I know, E-Stars is the only chance they've had in the past year to play any teams outside of Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, demos definitely are going to be pretty much like the only way. Unless you come to Europe to play, then yeah, maybe. But those weapons are going to be safe here. And what's interesting, actually, is that Crystal actually is taking Wally's old role. That AWP is sticking with Crystal right now, and Wally is rifling. Which is an interesting one, because that was always Wally's role. So SK have changed things up here a little. And so far, they're behind. But it's only early in the game. Crystal there fires off a shot and must have whistled past that terrorist that was just running up from T-Ramp. This is an aggressive defense from SK. I like to see it. Alan only managed the 1 kill. Grenades will follow him down now. And Tyloo now set up to prepare for an attack. They are 4 versus 4. Yeah. Tyloo headed up towards Banana. There's smoke covering middle, smoke covering the top of Banana. And you can see here that Alex is working his way around.
Yep, Face is going to be the man for SK, sitting in Banana, and he's almost been able to sort of single-handedly do a decent job of defense. I mean, on his own. Well, Crystal's going to be taken out, but Face is going to wait for these close-range shots where he so often excels. But this time...
But not this time. Matt just jinxed him there. And Face was having a go at 2 players that were on the entry to that site for Tyloo. Both of them got in without being killed. Wally goes down. Robin is now in a position which might be familiar for a Chengdu tournament. Which is, of course, a position that Savage used against Titans last year to get himself in on a ninja defuse. But Tyloo, no such mistakes from them. They check all those areas, and they will take down Robin at the end. 7-4 is the score right now. And Tyloo working their way up to that first round lead, Matt.
Yep. Yep. And, well, you mentioned that Wally recently, so far in this tournament has been sort of taking a back seat when it comes to the AWPing. I think that's a good decision. I mean, I've never been an in-game leader myself, but I can imagine it's probably a bit easier to call out strats to keep focus on the whole of the game when you've got a rifle in your hand. You know, warping is so often about those flick reactions
and being in the right place at the right time, which maybe is not always the easiest for a strat caller who needs to know what's going on. Anyway, the kill's been quite interesting so far. SK have lost 2. They've gathered a kill of their own, and they're on an eco. Bomb planted over by Banana. Good Rifle will actually sit back here for Tyloo and watch out in the middle area. You can see that Wally and Alan are both in CT spawn. Robin has got himself a stolen AK. That's why he's out of the mix. And we'll look to keep a hold of it. Actually, he may just meet Good Rifle here in a second. And he's not going to be looking when he does. There he goes. He is now, but he still loses out to Good Rifle. Alan and Wally, both up by CT spawn, were looking for the kills, but Tyloo pushed down Banana instead. And that's 8-4. There's the guaranteed lead from the first half, Matt.
Yep. Just a quick side note, if anyone was interested in the clip Joe mentioned, the situation, Savage, it was WNV versus Titans in the Continental Finals Asia, and Savage managed to pull off a defuse with 5 players from Titans remaining. You can find it on our YouTube channel, but let's focus on this round now. 13th round of the game, face down to 1 HP, taking a lot of flack up that Banana.
Well, Crystal's been doing a good job so far this round. He's picked off Carl. And we can see here that Tyloo may have been a bit shaken from that. They're certainly not pushing that middle area anymore. They don't want to play with Crystal, because if he's on form and hitting his shots, chances are they're losing men. You wait again as the push comes in from Tyloo. There's only one man, oh actually 2 men defending this time. One of them was Alan, and faces the other one who's actually at the back. Crystal and Wally rotating quickly, but that bomb is in position now. Robin will try and work his way around from Banana. It's 4 versus 3, advantages with SK, but there are 2 entries to this site, and 2 of them which can be defended pretty easily here as XF gets himself 2. It's now 1 versus 1. Robin versus XF. Robin with 51. XF with 36. That bomb is ticking away very, very quickly here. Robin will peek around, gets the kill. Is he quick enough?
Has he got a defuse? That's also the question.
Of course he's got a defuse kit. And he'll get the defuse in as well. Brings the score back to 8-5. 2 rounds to go, Matt.
2 rounds to go, and well, SK going to be able to go for another full buy-up here. And good. So the next round should be very, very solid. It's kind of... I think it's going to end neck and neck. I mean, if SK manage to put the next round on the board, I think they could... I'm not sure what Tyloo's money situation is, but...
Lots of grenades there from Tyloo up towards the apartments area, which actually wasn't really being pushed by anyone. Robin will go in there now. Let's try and get around to Robin, because he might have an opportunity here to have a bit of a pick of the bunch who are moving up there. There goes one, boost up into that area, and he will get the kill. It was TB. Robin a little bit slow on the trigger, and that will cost SK their first frag of the round.
I like how Tyloo have been playing this today. I mean, they've showed a lot of diversity, I think, in the way that they've been playing, and they've showed that they're capable of utilising some quite complex strategies.
Brilliant from face. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely brilliant from face. I mean, Tyloo there just splitting the map in half, went off to the left-hand side. They smoked Crystal out, who was actually in library. You saw him, but he was flashed up, had to retreat because of the smoke as well. And, you know, Tyloo went around there. They finally aimed face, which is a big problem for anyone who's going up against face. And they've managed to get the bomb done. Now it's a 3-on-3. Alex is going to come in from CT spawn, but he has to get a move on here because SK are starting to surround this site. Good rifles taking down Wally. Crystal will fire away into that CT spawn and find Alex. It's now one man standing. It's XF. And, well, he's going to come around. Alan will take him. That bomb is there. It's ticking heavily, but he's got a kit and he should take this. Oh, no. That must have been very, very close. Very close.
He must have had a kit in that situation because there was one lying on the floor.
There was one in front of him, yeah.
And, yeah.
He was stood on it, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. So that's 9-5. Matt, last round of this first half. Where do you think it's going? Judging by the weapons we see in the hands of SK,
yeah.
They don't have much money to play with, so you'd be expecting Tyloo maybe to take a 10-5 lead in to the second half.
That's what we'll expect. I mean, SK have impressed us today, though, with their decos.
Well, it's a little bit too late for that, actually. The problem is that Tyloo have rushed up Banana here. They got the kills there, and now Alex, the bomb man, is running back again with the bomb. There are some really weird things like that. And watch now as Crystal takes off Alex's head while he tries to plant the bomb, and Tyloo end up losing a round or something. Well, Wally's got an AK. It's the last round.
What's he doing?
He's behind smoke.
Bit of lag, I think, there. So it's a 2v1. Good rifle takes Wally down. And
because you can't see the full smoke on HLTV. That's why. But it was smoked out. They weren't just staring at each other like, haha, who's going to shoot first?
So that was the first half, 10-5.
10-5. It's a good half for Tyloo, that, I think.
It's looking very promising.
Let's work it out. 10-5. So, Matt, what are you expecting to see from the attacking side from SK? Because the sides we've seen from them so far have been really, really nice. I mean,
very strong.
On Nuke, very strong T side there. Their train T side actually was really good as well. I mean, 16-14 it ended. They both had stronger T sides on that map as well. Yeah.
I mean, Crystal's been on form. Robin has also been on form. The whole team has been playing, I think, fairly well. I just feel that Tyloo have really stepped things up here on Inferno. Let's see how they play on CT, because it's been a mixed bag, really, from them on their CT rounds. So let's get the game underway.
Almost. Yeah, I think we're almost ready to go here.
XF and TB also doing a very nice job for Titans. Just glancing at the
XF was
scores.
really impressive actually in that last half. Was playing really, really on top of his game. So straight into the pistol round. Then it's 10-5 in favour of Tyloo, and of course this is the third and final map of this semi-final here for the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge of Chengdu.
Yeah, and the winner, of course, will be battling it out for that elusive title of Global Challenge Champion,
and
or Champion of Chengdu.
And a place in the global finals.
Yep.
Here we go. Tyloo playing the aggressive pistol round that we see fairly often on Inferno. Face and Alan both getting kills early on. Kit, TB and Carl both going to work. Here's Robin. Almost was knifed from above there. TB, not sure why I didn't just kill him. But he didn't. And either way, Alex here is at Banana. Robin is wondering, should I go Banana or should I go there? Because Alex is there and Robin is there. 50 seconds. I think Robin thinks he's going to be jumped here from underneath.
So,
it's a tactical game of...
I can smell tension in the air, Joe.
Of who's got the biggest wits. Robin headed out towards that netted site. Don't know why I'm building the tension, Matt, because nothing's going to happen just yet. He's just going to plant the bomb.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Alex can rotate around quickly.
Always disappointing for a CT player when you gamble like that one-on-one and it doesn't pay off for you. And the bomb gets planted over the other side of the map.
Yep.
But Alex just checking out there on the sniper deck. Robin,
maybe.
Yeah. Robin waiting inside big pit. Alex is looking around. Surely Robin's just going to pop out behind him and say, hello. Wise play, actually, by Robin here, just to bide his time. Alex was there ready and waiting, and Robin will pick up the pistol round for SK and bring the score back to 10-6.
So, second round, and well, SK going for AKs mostly, as you normally do on T in second half, and well, Crystal actually opting for Galil. Let's see how Tyloo decide to play this eco. Let's see if they can get a lucky pick, get hold of a gun, and actually TB taking down Crystal. XF gets down face. Alan responso onto XF and TB. Good rifle goes down. Carl shoots down Wally with a headshot.
Robin saved the day there. Robin totally saved the day. They had two weapons out there. They had men jumping out to get them, and Robin held up really, really strong. And got 3 kills in the process of it. So really, really strong play by Robin, and that's exactly what SK need in a situation like that. That'll have freed up some money though for the CTs.
Yeah,
obviously they're not going to buy though this third round. They're going to stack up again, this time on the banana side.
TB and XF did very well to pick up those 3 kills between them, but unfortunately fast responses from SK. They weren't able to get hold of a weapon. Else we might have seen a gripping round. Carl takes down Robin with an HE down banana. It's a 2-on-4.
Yeah, Carl and Alex both sat around the middle area with USPs, looking very dangerous.
They're gonna prowl behind the SK team, who are creeping up banana.
I think there's stragglers there waiting for them, and going to shoot them in the back. Surely they got. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as SK realise that site's empty, they're going to send a man straight back, and you can sneak as close as you want, but you're not going to get close enough. Chances are to really do anything. Alex has spotted Alan there. Really getting close enough to get the kill. He actually hit Alan in the head, I think, but didn't actually get anything more than that. So there's the 3 rounds over. Now we'll see Tyloo with money and guns, and the score is 10-8. Close game again, Matt.
Yeah, very close. Well, as I said, it's just been swinging back and forth, and that's really what we want as spectators. That's what makes the game so enjoyable to watch. No one likes to see a washout, and both teams have sort of proved that they're fairly evenly matched. But let's see who will have the edge, who will be able to cement their spot in the finals.
Well, Alan and Good Rifle have both got a frag this round for their respective teams. Alex spraying when he should maybe have held on to his composure there and aimed a little bit more carefully, but the bomb is down. Good Rifle, XF and Carl to retake this site for Tyloo. Maybe they'll save the weapon. This bomb is ticking away faster than you think. Look at Robin, he's got around the side. How did he not actually get both kills there? He took down XF. Good Rifle came around just as Robin started to fire and managed to avoid it. And now Carl and Good Rifle are going to run away and say, nah, let's not do that. Let's keep this weapon for the next round. But it will bring the score back to just a 1 round difference, Matt, to 10-9.
Yeah, 10-9 is most certainly the score. And well, so, you know, Tyloo under a fair bit of pressure here now. SK stringing together 4 rounds in a row. If they can take the next one, you know, they're just going to keep on picking up the pace. When you can force those ecos, it's just really, you really start to run away with it. This round, Face is going to be moving up right mid. Carl is actually going to be pushing down a little on Banana. And SK are sort of quite well poised. They're staying back. They haven't made a move so far. But they've managed to pick off, you know, TB. And the way that Tyloo are positioned right now, it looks as though they might be able to pick off a couple more. The Tyloo CTs are kind of pushing, peeking. It's only Carl who's sitting deep and defensive, ready to. Robin and XF so close here.
Yeah, Robin made a lot of noise there hopping down the ladder, so he was heard and XF came out. That's probably going to open the signal to attack this netted site, especially now that Good Rifle's down, and that call already came in that Tyloo had at least one man back around middle. A bomb should get planted here by Face. It looks like Carl and XF have actually chosen already to keep a hold of their weapons.
Yep, they have. And a wise decision. If they lost their weapons this round, the sixth would be even more pressure, and they would struggle a lot more. And well, that's obvious. I'm just yeah. Your shoutcasting's been so good today, Joe. It's
okay, Dave.
It's been tough to really add anything on top of what you've said. I mean, the Tyloo CT is definitely different from the way SK play.
What do you think the difference is? I mean, what's led this 5-0 deficit to come up so quickly?
They vary it. I mean, especially that last round. There was a lot more pushing. You'd see them, CTs sort of getting right down Banana. Maybe they need a bit more patience. SK also, on the other hand, had their moments where they went a little bit aggressive, mixed up their CT play, but they always did it in a very efficient way. And by that, I don't just mean getting the kills. I just mean the way they conducted themselves. You know, in and out very quickly, very assertive and sort of self-assured in what they were doing. Whereas Tyloo kind of looking a little bit lost when they make those pushes. Not quite the same sort of cohesive team play orientated pushes that SK were conducting. And this time Tyloo are going to be very, very sort of eager on that rotation. Already 4 guys sitting in the netted site. Carl also ready to rotate around, so we're going to see fireworks any second now. Here come the fireworks. And, well,
I can't believe that SK are even losing this round right now. Oh, they've managed to get in and... they lost a fair few kills. Too many for my liking. It's going to leave Carl now.
He's going to be up against Crystal in that pit. And Wally on his far left.
Oh, he took a hit straight to the head there. That was great from Crystal. And again, just really smart play. Just one man at either side. Get your crossfire in position. It's not going to hurt you. So, SK, 6 in a row now, Matt. Where do these rounds come from for Tyloo? How do they stop SK?
Yep. I think... Well, I mean, sitting deep is the most obvious thing that springs to mind, because it's very rare that they've done that. Their CT play is just a little bit scatty, I've got to say. SK pushed their way up mid. Great coordination there between Wally and Alan. Bomb is down, though. Good Rifle knows it's down. TB knows it's down. Well, the whole team knows it's down. And, well, they're ready and waiting for SK to make their move on that bomb.
Well, Robin's running up Banana. Okay. Yeah, they're going to try and come at it from behind, obviously, but, he's literally just sprinting up there. Crystal's taken down one as well. Now they're going to wait for Robin to get into this position. And then they can hit it. Let's watch Robin. He's got Carl to his left. I hope he checks to his left, otherwise he's going to go down. He is going to check, but his aim was a mile off there. And, well, SK now, will they push? Will Crystal and Wally go for this? The smokes are down. And actually, those two CTs back away. Wally's going to get in there, steal the bomb, and run in. That was brilliant from Wally and Crystal.
Genius.
Look at this. Boost on top of the head from Crystal. He takes down one, but Good Rifle is there. Hits Crystal, and he actually shot Wally through the box as well. And guess what, Matt? It's all tied up.
Yep.
11-11.
That almost turned into a rather special moment with the boost and the smart play with the smoke before that, getting the bomb. But, well, Good Rifle mopping it up. And positioning by Tyloo on CT is, they're going for the 3 men on netted most rounds. They usually just have one guy in banana and one guy sort of rotating around CT spawn. In fact, that's what XF is doing right now. So they've got 4 guys stacked in that netted site, or around that netted site. I suppose XF was responding to the nades that his teammates in netted must have communicated. Carl's going to be the 1 man in banana, and, well, if SK make a move here, which they could well do, it will be interesting to see if the teammates can rotate around quickly enough. SK do have that bomb just drops right at the bottom of banana, possibly just waiting there for one of them to pick up if Robin or Face manage to get these entry kills here, or this entry kill, which will of course be on to Carl, the banana man for Tyloo.
Well, Robin and Face have now backed away. Crystal here is going to be moving through. Alex has gone down to Alan. That's over the opposite side. It was a double for Alan. He's still alive. Here comes Face. Crystal. He's taken down TB. Face has got the bomb. And Carl is coming back around via banana. And he's probably going to meet Robin. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to meet no one because he's backing away. But he's got 2 firing at him. He took down Robin. Will escape. I guess his health's, still at 100. They didn't actually hit him there at all. But he's got men surrounding him here. He's going to have Face coming in from his left by the stairs. And Crystal is just spamming those walls.
SK is starting to...
There's Face, and Face will take him as well. And the lead goes back to SK, Matt. It's swinging backwards and forwards.
It's going to be...
like a metronome.
Yeah, you love that that metaphor. And, well, Tyloo are going to be forced to eco. And, SK really starting to run away with this.
It's 12-11. I wouldn't say they're running away with it.
Well, in this second half, I mean. In the second half.
I know, but the thing is that, these rounds are being stuck together now. Well... I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
No, the thing is, I'm not trying to argue with you, Matt. I value your opinion. But Tyloo here are on CT side. They won that last round and they brought it back level again. That's the thing that can really change this, because their mentality now, once they put that first round on the board, shows them that they can actually win rounds, and that will really change how this game pans out. And I think SK won't run away with it as much as you think now.
Okay. Well, I'm fascinated why Good Rifle has an AWP in hand. I mean,
because he's a good rifle.
He must have just. The rest of his team are on eco.
There we go.
And he's gone for an AWP. And well, this could pay off. 3rd kill on the board for Good Rifle. Alan finally takes him out, and Alan also manages to take down Crystal, his teammate, by mistake. 2. The question is, can Carl and Alex pick up weapons here, because they've both got USPs in hand, and well, Good Rifle did all the dirty work for them. They're going to go for a boost.
They need to rush him at the same time and just shoot his face. I mean, what else can you do? Here comes Alan, he gets the 1, and Carl will come around. And that was enough, having 1 man high and 1 man just moving around to the side. That will allow Tyloo to get in. And guess what, Matt? It's 12-12. Tied up again. Oh, he's not got a kit, but he will get the defuse anyway. And he's got himself an AWP, which he can give back to Good Rifle.
Yep. Well, that was great from Tyloo. They just they turned it around. It was an eco round for them. They surprisingly chose to just stick 1 man with the AWP, good rifle, sat at the top of Banana. 3 successive kills. In fact, I think 4 successive kills. 3 actually. I just checked the log. But anyway, well played, and yeah, they turned things around. Had they not won that one, they would have been in a bad spot again. Had SK Gaming won the next round, and they would have been forced into another eco.
6 more rounds to go. The score is 12-12 here. He looks very concentrated. Oops, wrong button. Crystal starting to edge his way here up those carpeted hallways. You've got a boost into the apartments as well. Good rifle in the position that Crystal utilised quite nicely in the last half. But Alan's going to avoid that. Let's see. More nades here up towards that netted site. It is going to be a netted push. Crystal will be the first man out. There is a man on balcony. He was completely blind then. Great play by SK here as they move in to get that bomb down. Good rifle, he's dead. Alex is dead. And SK are all over their netted site. Bomb's going to be planted here any second. And Tyloo are going to give up the round.
Yep, they are. Indeed, they really need to save their weapons here. This, they can't take any gambles. It's 12-12, well 13-12 after this round is complete. Yeah, they have to play it safe. So if they don't want to be ecoing in the later stages of this game, which
they're going to get pushed very, very hard here by SK, and Robin will get one. Carl has picked off 2 at the end. Good stuff from Carl. They keep that M4 at least. And SK, of course, are now in the lead 13-12. But there's still, the way the kind of later stages of this game is going, you can still kind of imagine there's still more drama around the corner in this match.
I really hope so. Want to see some clutch play and some rounds that really generally make our jaws drop, Joe, because that's what we've come to expect from the Intel Extreme Masters. So, taking a look at the overview, we can see that SK are sort of taking their time, biding their time, and Tyloo again seem to have 4 stacked in the netted. Whether or not that was a decision made because of the smoke and the early push from Crystal in the apartments, well, I'm not entirely sure. But Alex is going to be Banana Man, Mr. Banana Man, and he faces a tough challenge ahead because SK are pushing their way up Banana, and Crystal's going to be the Lone Ranger, the sheep who strayed away from the flock, who's making his way into that netted site, which 4 Tyloo members are residing in, and Alex will be taken out any second now. Good rifle manages to take down Crystal with the USP, but Alex offered no resistance in that Banana site. SK have the bomb down. Tyloo, will they rotate over? Let's wait and see.
They'll
Not
boost.
likely.
They're going to boost. Double boost in the corner and wait for SK to make some exit movement out there. But I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Right now, SK are all headed over to the other side of the map there. And they're not going to see each other whatsoever. XF has himself that AK, so you know that's at least a good save in that situation for SK Gaming.
Yep.
The score, Matt, 14-12.
Yeah, so just if you can't count, that means, or you're unfamiliar with Counter-Strike, that means SK Gaming just need 2 more rounds to win this one and cement their place in the global finals, which could be a grudge match to
the grand finals.
The
global finals, not just yet.
The
If they
global
win,
challenge Chengdu finals.
Yeah.
The grand finals, which could be a grudge match of epic proportions. The mighty Fnatic who beat We Made Fox earlier on, against the Swedish powerhouse of SK Gaming with a fresh roster. And this time, it looks as though there might be a little bit of action around apartments.
Oh, good early grenade there from Face, and that's the kind of thing that really helps your mentality early round, is when you get a grenade kill like that, or that early pick really helps to start things off. God Rifle has taken down Crystal with his FAMAS though. And now SK may have to think about a different option. Robin's gone down to Carl, who had pushed aggressive down Banana. And now it looks like Tyloo here maybe can bring this back again. But we still have 3 very qualified individuals to win a 3-on-4 situation in Wally, Alan and Face. Here they go. XF will take down Wally. Face has gone up solo. Alan sits back. Not sure what the point in one going and one staying was, really. Especially with the bomb man going first. Alan will take down Alex. Second kill coming in from Alan. XF is around. Brilliant play by Alan. It's down to a 1 versus 1. It's Carl versus Alan. This could put SK 1 point away from the grand final against Fnatic. Carl is coming off to his left here. Alan behind the boxes. I think he's hit him there. Grenade will go down. Carl will kill him. And that will be the defuse coming in for Tyloo. And the score coming back to 14-13.
So close for Alan. He almost single-handedly won that round for SK Gaming, and today he's just been playing on top form, as we can see in this second half. He's sitting at 21 frags, 7 deaths, just eclipsing his teammates. The next one down on the scoreboard, Robin, on 13-9, and well, I don't know what exactly has gotten into him, but certainly on fire. To
Crazy round here from Tyloo, going really, really aggressive down middle. They've managed to bring this to a 3 versus 3. And wow, interesting strat. Crystal has 1 point of health. Face at 15. Not sure what Wally's on, but they are headed here up the carpeted hallways towards the netted bomb site. TB is a man who could really spoil an SK party now and bring us back to 14-14.
Yep. So, well, SK...
Here they come. Here come SK. TB knows that they're about to drop off right in front of him. And I think they've not seen him. He's going to get her there. Spray down one of them. He's hit from above by Face. It's now a 2 versus 2. That bomb should get planted here any second by Wally. It's Face and Wally versus Good Rifle and Carl. Smoke's deployed by Wally. Bomb is ticking away now. Carl's going to come from the apartments. Good Rifle from that right-hand side off mid. Face is defending in big pit. Wally deep in the bomb site. There's the smoke. Here comes Carl. Oh, the face, smoke flash was right in his face there. Wally and Face though holding him up on it, and they will push SK finally up onto game point here, and a point which will, well, 1 more point will guarantee them, of course, at least $7,500 and a chance for $15,000 if they can beat Fnatic in the grand final here. But still, 2 rounds to go. You never know what Tyloo are going to pull out of the bag. Although this round is, let's just say, a little scarce on money for them.
Yeah, it really is. They've had to be rather frugal with their spending. And the good thing about SK's play, I think, on this T side is they've really had a good, solid mix of banana and netted attacks. They've played patiently, similarly to Tyloo in the first half. And it's been a common strategy to leave that bomb right at the bottom of banana while they go up for a peek, trying to get that entry kill. That bomb was dropped earlier. Face has just picked it up, and Robin is going to be the man looking for that entry. Carl.
Great choice here to go banana. I mean, I'm not sure if they know this. They've not spotted anyone as far as I can see, but 4 of them headed here up towards that middle area. Crystal's dead. They had a double stack of deagles, as we saw a little bit earlier on screen, in that area around middle, and they will now get Crystal's weapon. Here comes Carl. He is dead. Bomb is planted. SK now just a few seconds away from picking up the victory here against Tyloo and going into the grand finals against their arch rivals Fnatic. Grenades coming over to the back. Here come Tyloo. It's going to be a kill for XF. There goes Face. More pushing here from Tyloo. Alan holding strong. Alex coming around the side. TB's got himself an AK, and SK are all dead. It's 15 rounds to 14. It's all going to come down to the final round. If this bomb doesn't go off, it's going to be close. And oh, that was close, Matt.
Yeah.
Close.
What must SK be thinking? It was within their grasp, within their reach, but Tyloo were not ready to give up. They were clawed away until the bitter end, and now 14-15. And they're in a good position to even this out and push SK into overtime.
What a fantastic game we're seeing here. The last map on train, exact same situation. And now, let's see who is going to finally be crowned the winner of this game and move on to play Fnatic tomorrow. Again, similar early starts here with Carl off on the left of your screen, just taking a peek down Banana. Robin, Face, Alan, Wally and Crystal all over towards the right-hand side of the map, looking like they will make the move for this netted site. As you can see there, we have TB, Good Rifle and Alex all around. XF is the man around middle archway.
Yep, Tyloo, they just love their four-man defense on netted. Sometimes it pays off.
They're going to go for it here, SK. This is the moment of truth for SK. Alan will take down TB. Good Rifle has got one. In comes Wally. Alan will fall and Face. So it's just kill for kill here at the moment. 2 versus 3 in favor of Fnatic. There's a man behind them. Bomb was planted, and now it's all on Carl. 1 on 2. Bomb ticking away. Can he get his team back into this one? Robin's inside, big pit, he will fire away. Carl now looking for those kills up towards the balcony. Robin still hiding behind the boxes. Carl taking damage from the side. Robin will get the kill and win the game for SK Gaming. They will set us up with an all-Swedish final at the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Chengdu. It's Fnatic versus SK Gaming. That'll be coming up tomorrow. Matt, what an amazing game.
What an incredible game, Joe. Really, I loved every minute of it. A little bit of anguish for the Chinese that they weren't able to make it to the finals on home soil, but they certainly didn't disappoint. They did themselves proud, especially after a 4th place at the Continentals in Asia during Season 3. Now they've stepped things up and shown that they can put up a very good fight against the international teams as well as on home soil. And, well, what a matchup tomorrow it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I'm almost just shaking with excitement, Joe.
Well, that game will be coming your way tomorrow. Of course, there is also a 3rd, 4th place game. Unfortunately, we won't be able to show it, but I'm sure you guys will be able to watch on HLTV also. And that's, of course, going to be an all-Asian thing with Tyloo going up against We Made Fox. But the big one tomorrow for Counter-Strike is, of course, Fnatic versus SK Gaming. Well, that's it for Counter-Strike today. We're up until the final, which starts tomorrow morning. But for now, we're going to go back over to Warcraft 3, and to bring you all the action is Templar and Rotterdam.